Hey, how's it everyone? 𝐂𝐤𝐿 here for another stream. Slight program change, as you probably may have noticed if you checked the title of the stream. We're not doing Horizon Zero Dawn. Aether Iron, which is a indie RPG that's like a steampunk, film noir kind of thing, turn-based. I wanted to take a look at that, and originally I thought that it released tomorrow, and so I was going to stream it on Wednesday, but while I was poking around in Steam, I actually noticed that it released today. So we're going to try to take a look at that. And so, yeah, what we'll probably do is probably stream that today, probably Wednesday as well. So Horizon has been pushed back. I'm not going to be streaming probably on Sunday of this week because of 𝐂𝐫𝐞𝐝𝐢𝐭𝐬, but probably on Monday. And then, yeah, we'll see how things go. All right, let's go ahead and move over to the gaming. All right, move that there. Oh, I think I'm going to have to move my my model. I think I'm blocking where the dialogue pops up. All right, I don't see the music. It's not audio. Aether Iron. I don't see the music moving. I don't see the bar moving. Huh. Let's try to change it. Oh, there we go. All right. Now, I did start mostly just to check the levels and things like that. Hopefully the music and everything like that's not too loud. But yeah, let's check it out. We're going to go balanced. Hopefully it won't freak me out. I'm not going to do permadeath because I don't need more stress in my life. All right, autosave, okay. This game contains flashing lights, rapid visual effects, and camera motion that may cause discomfort, motion sickness, or epileptic seizures in some individuals. Immediately stop playing and consult a medical professional if you experience dizziness, nausea, altered vision, loss of awareness, or involuntary movement. Play in a well-lit room, sit an appropriate distance from the screen, and take regular breaks. Whoa, the music got loud in my headphones. All right.
Every man, woman, and child remembers the day that Aether first captured their imagination, that gravity became nothing more than an inconvenience. Prepare yourselves, fair citizens of New York, to feel such wonder again. The 𝐂𝐫𝐞𝐝 Institute of Avionics is announcing an early Aether Tech showcase ahead of the 1939 World's Fair. So come one and come all, and be inspired. Gaze upon new skyward frontiers and see that there is no alternative to a future amongst the heavens.
Looks like it's time. There's no thriving in this city. Not when the shadow of the uppers keeps the rest of us fumbling in the dark. They get the sunlight and the cotton clouds, while the lowers is lost in the dark at midday.
Hey, what's up, Justin?
But with a job like today's, I can catch my breath. No guns, no complications, not like last time. I'd sooner throw myself into the well and let the gravity storms pull me apart than go through that again. And if this goes well, I'll never have to. I can still hear my 𝐂𝐫𝐿's last breaths echoing in the gunshots that rip the ground from beneath my feet.
Now leaving the station. Please
I could leave this smuggler business behind. I wouldn't have to worry about backroom deals, meddling tyrants, or pulling pennies from the smoke of a gun. I'd find a place up here where the air is clean, where the sun wakes you up in the morning, and the stars say goodnight. It'd be just me and the open sky, finally free. I slip into one of the ritziest hideaways in the uppers, long after the rich and sauced have sauntered off to bed.
I've got to move myself, I think.
The glass cage cleans up nice after hours, but no amount of soap will wash away the stink of high-class gin and imported cologne.
All right, let me move myself over here, maybe? See if that works. I'm kind of blocking the person over there, but Gia, blocking Gia a little bit. Maybe I should move closer to the edge. Hold on. Not that. Sprout. All right. There. All right. Continue.
My shoe gives the glass floor a wary tap as I scan the room. I ignore the booze hound glued to the table and turn to the stern-faced bartender.
But first, wow. Okay, so you can actually like take a look at stuff, which is kind of cool.
Here to take in the view over a bottle of something expensive and bubbly. Every now and then, a soul gets grounded, and this is the best seat in the house. The booze hound's a whistling faucet, and his drool-spattered watch is worth more than my whole outfit. As good a mouthwash as any. Might come in handy later, too. Currency in my line of work isn't always green. The bartender gives me a look as I grab the long-necked top-shelf swill and take a drink.
One top-shelf liquor added to key items.
My eyes dart to the back door. If things go sideways, I'm a quick sprint from the exit. The bartender's eyes follow my hands, making sure I don't get too familiar with the patron's belongings. I approach the counter. Morgan? I give a curt nod without response. Any other gift of familiarity would be wasted. Wilson out? A deep sullenness passes over the man.
All right. Certain dialogue options contain talent checks. These checks add an element of chance to your decisions influenced by your crew's talent and attributes. Each skill has a difficulty rating and a minimum number that you need to roll. When you perform a talent check, you roll 2 six-sided dice. Your crew's talent and attribute bonuses are added to the dice roll. All of your bonuses are shown in the tooltip when highlighting the dialogue option. So it's kind of like, it kind of reminds me of Disco Elysium, except not as opaque. It's like it's a Disco Elysium sometimes. I'm just like, what is even like guiding this roll?
What can I do for you, Miss Randazzo?
Can I save? Oh, I can save. So you can save scum. What does this mean? Create an e-save. How's the game so far? We just started, so... manual save, sure. Okay. Ask about business. Press about Wilson. Did we succeed? Yeah, we get experience points.
Morgan's eyes are gray, his knuckles raw, and the scent of 2-day-old body odor breaks through his strong cologne.
Oh, lovely.
Wilson never misses a shift.
Never's a big word, Miss Randazzo. Especially in this line of work.
Ask
It's
about
been
business.
a while. How's business, Morgan?
Business carries on as usual, Miss Randazzo. Mr. Blanc's morning is full. And in the evening, we host Kick Holiday.
Damn, got a renew license expired 4 months. Who the heck looked? Oh, wow. Don't they usually mail you something about that? I actually should check mine. I should check mine. That sucks.
I know that name from the radio. Shame I'll have to miss hearing her live. The glass cage might tolerate my presence during after hours, but its patience runs dry whenever respectable clientele's on the floor. I got a meeting with Mr. Blanc. Let him know I'm here.
So soon? I'm surprised. And without your uncle.
So I'm saying I don't remember getting anything. That's weird.
His eyes meet mine, challenging me to say anything, to reach for my piece, to balk, maybe even cry. I slowly inhale. It's too early to let some high-nosed stiff get his kicks in. So I smile. I'm missing an Apollo Diamond picture to be here, Morgan. Help a girl out. The bartender frowns while he polishes a small tumbler. He's expecting me. I don't intend to make him wait. Do you? That did the trick. He reaches his hand under the counter, slowly. A part of me waits for a fiery roar of buckshot to tear through the mahogany. Instead, I hear a click and muted bell.
They'll be with you shortly, Miss Randazzo. I assume you can show yourself out afterwards.
A familiar scent fills the air and lazy smoke drifts to the corner of my eye, drawing my attention to a darkened booth. The table's already set. A narrow beam of light splits the booth. On my side, a glass of my favorite whiskey. On the other, an ember held in the hands of a man more shadow than flesh.
This kind of reminds me of something like out of a vampire game or something like this. He looks like a La Sombra, except he's smoking, which would probably be not so great for vampires.
Drink.
See if I can cut to the chase. 91%. Appreciate the drink. No, cut to the chase.
Excuse me, Mr. Blanc, but I'm here for business, not
Yeah,
pleasure.
we win. Wow, look at the... We gotta do an awful lot of stuff to get that XP going.
The ember leans closer. I sweat under its pointed gaze.
Very well. A shame, Randazzo.
He stubs out the pleasantries with his dying cigarette. Onto a new smoke. Onto business.
Look at this outfit. This is kind of cool.
A young woman from the Heights requests transport to the lowers. Nowhere in particular.
The Heights? What's some girl from upstairs want in the slums?
I don't care. She requested discretion.
Ask
She
about the
seem like the
client.
type to cause trouble? If she's getting into my car, I need to know what to expect.
She is young, naive, harmless. No threat to you.
I need to roll a 5 or above.
You're the one who knows things, and that's all you know?
Yeah, we win. Smooth talker success.
The girl's hiding. I found her buying passage from an unsavory sort, and I offered her an alternative. She's desperate, and she had money.
That was nothing, but more than I could have hoped from a man who charges a premium on information.
Probe about the simplicity of the job.
Sounds too easy.
For you, Randazzo, too easy is all you get.
Oh, ouch.
For now.
And if she brings in heat from the Heights?
I trust you will adapt.
Ask
Where's
about Wilson.
Morgan looks worse for wear out there. The yellow flame flashes on caught breath.
Mr. Wilson is no longer under my employ.
Shame. He owes me money. Know where I can find him? The booth darkens to a silent gloom. Even the embers quiet their dull murmurings as Mr. Blanc leans forward again.
Mr. Blanc, and he's like all like dark and shadowy.
You'd do best to forget Mr. Wilson. Him and those he associated with. Or you too will find yourself out of my employ.
I'd struck a nerve, one that ran deep. Too deep for me to feel comfortable going any further. Mr. Blanc is a monster in his own right. I don't want to know what ghosts haunt his closet.
We take the
I'll get it done
job.
in a few hours. And maybe next time we talk, the work will require more than my babysitting skills.
Your reputation is mud, Randazzo. This is charity. Do the job. You'll be paid. Half your usual.
Oh, let's try to get more money. Oh, quick saves F5. Hopefully that doesn't like turn my fangs off or something. I don't think that's a quick save. You can't save right now. What? I beg to differ. What is... Is it... What? I don't understand what... What are these campaign numbers? I don't understand the save system. Where's my manual save? Why is it under campaign 3? Manual save 9. More money. Demand higher pay or ask politely for higher? Ask politely. Yeah.
Half my usual? You called me up here to insult me?
That doesn't sound so polite, does it? That doesn't sound so polite, actually.
You are not the same smuggler you were a year ago. I pay for who you are now.
It's a conversation I'd had several times already with too many clients. Conversations I'd lost. Turns out one bad day wipes out a lifetime of reliability. I had to try again.
Be right back. I'm gonna blow my nose. It's allergies. Allergy season. So fun. All right, back. I would like spring a lot better if it weren't for my allergies. I'm actually going out nowadays. I like a lot of times I go out and I wear a face mask just because of the allergies. It's not because I'm afraid of like flu or COVID or anything like that. It's allergies.
I'm every bit the same person I was. That's why you want me on this job. Why you need me. You can't risk your little Heights socialite giving you a bad name with the fat cats upstairs.
This doesn't sound all that polite, does it? But okay.
If she held any influence, she wouldn't be running away.
So she's running away. And he didn't dispute the first part. You could have called anyone, but you called me because I am the same person. No one else will protect her like I will. That you know. And that's worth a little respect.
Okay, that's a little more diplomatic.
His cigarette extinguishes itself, obscuring what little of his face I could see in pure black. He did need this girl protected. Question was, from whom?
Your usual, then. And Randazzo, I expect your usual?
Thing I don't like to leave the house, less chance to get pulled over. Yeah.
She's down below after stepping out for air. You'll find her there, being obvious. Good luck, Randazzo.
The mission log displays your available missions, including details on their current objectives. From here, you can also review a history of previously completed missions. Access it anywhere from the top right screen. Conversations, locations, and other points of interest required to progress a track mission are highlighted across the game world. Tracked or not, all available missions can be progressed. So you can actually just stumble into something and progress it. That makes sense. Use track mission to more easily follow the mission you are currently pursuing. End conversation. Oh, look at all the stuff. Codex. The Codex is your in-game encyclopedia offering lore, character details, and insights into the world of Aether and Iron. Access at any time from the top right of the screen. Entries are unlocked as you progress through the story, complete missions, and explore the city. Look for highlighted new entries and delve deeper into the game's lore. What's a Zio? Giovanna Randazzo was born on the ground level in the boroughs and became an underworld smuggler operating out of New York's Lowers District. Oh, actually, so not detective, smuggler. Let's go change, let's see, what's the stream info? Noir, steampunk, smuggling. Update the YouTube description a little bit. All right. Cool. Okay. All right, back to it. Her natural skill and poise, along with the criminal training she received from her uncle, Alfonso, quickly established her reputation as a reliable and capable operator. All it takes, though, is one job gone wrong and turn a whole world upside down. Brutally avenging her Zio's murder earned her the nickname 8 Shot and a whole lot of heat, which she is desperate to leave behind in a favor of a quiet, peaceful life somewhere in the uppers, a lofty dream. What is a Zio? Strata, the heights, the uppers, so the heights, the loftiest district, the uppers, and then the lowers. So the heights is the very, very top, I guess. Okay. What is a Zio? Is that her uncle? Did her uncle get shot? Let's look up Zio. Okay, so there is a pejorative. Relations. I don't know. Maybe it's something from here. Maybe we'll find out. Okay, I guess Google didn't help me there. Barons, people, Mr. Blanc. Despite being the foremost fixer in the uppers underground, Mr. Blanc is a man few know much about, if he's a man at all. What, is he, a vampire? But for enterprising criminals and legitimate power players alike, he's the one-stop shop for well-sourced information and high-paying work, providing you can afford his fee, of course. Okay. Crew. This is where you manage your crew. You can change which heroes join Gaia on a mission and see all your crew's skills and abilities in one place. You can only change your crew while you're at the hole. You'll gain new crew members as your story progresses. You can change which vehicles your crew members are driving. Select swap and choose from any of your unlocked vehicles. Change your vehicles to gain new abilities in combat, get more storage, or access new parts of the city. So one of the things about this game is that I think all the combat is actually all on cars. There's no like ground combat and stuff like that, so that's and it's kind of like a turn-based thing. So, and I think we'll run into one soon, but we don't have anyone. Missions, glass birds and glass shoes. Crew members share a group inventory of important items. This is your key items to adjust your inventory. You can click and drag items around to arrange them. Items have useful information that can be viewed by moving your cursor over them. Vehicles each have an inventory. Excuse me. Items can be moved from around in each inventory. You can click and drag to move them from one vehicle to another. Inventories can be sorted quickly to rearrange and filter stored items. Okay. Vehicles. Oh, what is it? Pockets is. Okay. Back to the taxi platform, I guess, unless we want to look around some more. I don't think there's anything else. All right, let's go down to the platform.
A string of yellow cabs idle at the curb, their vultures squawking at a young woman standing on the sidewalk, barely 20. She's a bird of paradise.
Hey, Strata.
Too colorful for the drab concrete jungle around her.
Don't mind the server, it's just an April 1st bit. I kind of figured. How are you doing, Strata? Thanks for stopping by. All right. Actually, I think
Obvious
we'll save.
Was right. That's the one.
Wom. Let me know if the sound is either too low or too high. I tried to mix it before we started the stream, but...
One of the buzzards has her cornered. The girl's smile is a mask. She's being polite.
It's fine for you. Great.
She doesn't realize how ugly this could get.
Buy the cabbies off. Scare the cabbies off. Convince the cabbies to leave. I don't know if we're gonna... Let's save. Let's save Scum. Let's save Scum, guys. Oh, there's an autosave already. Cabbies. I don't understand this. I don't understand this system. The save system looks really weird. Let's see if we can get this. 7.
Excuse me, pal. This one isn't worth your time.
Oh, yeah!
Oh, yeah? How was that?
I just passed 5th. Looked to me like last night's crowd at the 𝐂𝐫𝐞𝐝 are finally coming up for air. You know the place?
Sure. I know it.
I'd hustle if I were you. There's fares to spare, and I'd wager they're in a tipping mood.
Yeah? I might just do that. Thanks, girlie.
Hey, that was easy.
The cabbie drives off, and the girl shuffles over to me.
Thank you.
You can thank me when we get where we're going.
So, you're my driver. I'm Nellie. Well, Dr. Eleanor Reinhardt, technically, but please, Nellie's fine.
Name's Gia. So, doctor, huh?
That's right. My degree is in theoretical aethonics. I did my dissertation on Cherenkov radiation's impact on aether particulate flux. Columbia, then NYU for postgrad. Such a gorgeous campus. Have you been?
Can't say I have.
It's pretty close to the Helicline Institute of Aethonics. Olympus Park is what most people call it. Where I work. Or worked, anyway.
She fidgets with her big, overstuffed briefcase. Something about it bothers me. This isn't your average rich socialite clutching her purse in a rough part of town. She's clinging to it like a life raft.
I hope you don't mind me saying so, but you make quite a striking impression.
The girl's eyes sparkle with curiosity. She's a bright little thing. Smart, switched on. And she's doing an admirable job of hiding how scared she really is. Her voice drops to a conspiratorial whisper.
Are you really a smuggler?
Make something up or tell the truth. Make something up. There's only a 41% chance. I need to roll an 81 or higher. Save Scum. Oh, yeah.
No, I'm an editor for the comics.
Wowzers! Which ones? I love Daring Tales. Wonder Comics is terrific too. Oh, and Zap Quarterly. Do you make Zap?
I've opened a can of worms. I look into her shining eyes and the lie falls apart like wet cake. Zap's great, but... Look, no, I don't. I tell people what they want to hear. Gotta stay clean. Just keep my employment details under your hat, all right?
Wowzers.
My car's this way. Come on. I get an
Wowzers.
itchy feeling, like we're being watched. This whole thing has me off kilter, like walking into a room without turning on the lights.
Travel, take Dr. Reinhardt to the lowers, travel to the ferry terminal, buy tickets to the lowers. Alright.
We step into my ride. I twist the ignition, and we set off. I catch the girl scanning the interior, her eyes taking everything in. So, where am I dropping you off? The lowers is pretty big.
Oh, anywhere, really. I'm sure I'll find my way where I need to.
There's only sincerity in that voice. Mr. Blanc wasn't kidding. This really is a babysitting job.
Ooh, what's that button do?
Yeah, don't press that.
Ah, so it must be some type of modification. I bet it's a supercharger. They always have those in the comics. Oh, I know. It's an ejector seat. Wait, it's not for the passenger side, is it?
She's not even really talking to me. Her motor mouth is just spinning out of control. I've got to learn what the hell's going on with this easy transport.
Alright, let's save. Saves come in. Ask about her plans.
First time in the lowers, huh? Doing
Oh, I should have
some
saved after I
sightseeing?
asked the opening questions.
I'd rather not talk about it.
The kid glances away and grips the case tighter. This line of questioning...
Give the once over. Oh, just barely made it.
The faint smell of ash fills the car. A spent handkerchief hides in her palm. Small aether burns scar her fingertips. Not an ounce of luggage other than the case. Doc has something to hide. So where are you going, kid? Family? Friends?
Oh, no. I'm here all by myself.
Anywhere you planning on visiting? I'm not much of a tour guide.
That's my own business. Thank you.
You're running from someone. By the looks of it, you barely got away. So, what's some pampered lab rat doing on the run? You steal something in that case of yours? The girl's shocked silent. Lies and half-truths run across her eyes, but none of them make the cut. I had her dead to rights. Don't worry, kid. You're not the first with a story like that.
That's not my story. Well, not all of it. I didn't steal anything, I swear.
She looks out the window, quiet and still. Last thing I need is some heights drama following me down here and ruining an easy payday. While we're talking, my eyes keep getting pulled to the rear view like it's a magnet. I can't shake the feeling we're not alone. I juke down a couple service paths and hop across an access junction. Sure enough, when we pop back onto street level, the same dark shape is lurking behind us. Hang on to something, kid. This might get bumpy. I pop open the hidden compartment under the dash and point to it. The girl catches on almost instantly, and there's only a moment of hesitation before she shoves her briefcase inside.
Moving around the island on a location, click on a location. So right click to view info and set it as your destination. Click on it again or press space, or it might be left click. To travel there, you can also click to travel to a destination. So right click to go immediately. You may encounter unexpected events along your way. After an event, you will return to the map. You can continue your journey by pressing space or the mouse button. So we're going there. Let's save again. Yep, okay. Surprise encounter!
Catch a glimpse of the man tailing us. He's got the easy posture and the liquid metal smile of a seasoned killer. In the rear view, his eyes burn like ice above a jagged scar.
No! How did he find me?
Who?
Time you came home, darling.
Yeah, that's not a normal guy. It's just, I think he's a vampire, guys.
Who is that?
He's a vampire.
Looks
or ghoul
like you
or
found
something.
a little tour guide, Eleanor. Got no quarrel with you, smuggler. Pull over, and you can drive away clean.
We can't, Gia. Please, we can't.
Don't worry, kid. Just keep your head down. This will be over soon.
Yes, one way or another. Enemy vehicles can be damaged by selecting a weapon and then an enemy vehicle to shoot. Each weapon can only be used once per turn. Hover over locations to preview your path. Click on a location to move there. Moving forward costs more than moving backward. You can combine attacks and movement by selecting an ability, then choosing a location to use it. Shoot Gatling gun. Shoot shotgun. So projectile damage 6 AoE. Move and shoot here. 8. Let's do that. Kapow! And then we'll duck for cover. And then turn.
It doesn't have to go like this. Give it up!
Oh! Cannot move there. Cannot move there. Oh, shoot!
Look what you done to my fenders!
That's not who I meant to shoot. High heat. Some actions attract heat. High heat improves brass talent checks, but worsens hustle checks. Low heat does the opposite. High heat also leads to more enemies in combat. Oh, I done messed up there, guys. Ow. Okay. I think I messed up.
Curse you.
This will be all she wrote.
Yeah, I think I done messed up. Huh. Yay, we win.
We did it, Gia. He's gone.
My car's all messed up though, probably.
That was too easy. We need to get off this island now.
Hopefully I don't have to repair the car. Scrap metal. Used to repair damaged vehicles. No.
Stop. All vehicles leaving Astoria Bay require an exit permit.
I got my papers. Verified this morning by...
All exit permits from before noon today are considered void. You'll have to acquire a new permit inside the terminal.
What? What? Why?
Look, maybe there is some other arrangement we can reach. I flash a clip of greenbacks underneath my outstretched expired permit. The guard looks unimpressed. Damn upper snobs, too good for money.
Ma'am, that might fly where you're from, but not up here. You'll have to get a permit like everyone else. Now move.
He waves me on, and I drive towards an open spot near the entrance of the terminal. People mill about, laughing in the sun, but something's off. The world feels grainy and sluggish, like I'm wading through sand. I need to keep the girl close. There's not a dark cloud in the sky or a black hat in the crowd, but my shoulders remain tense.
Open door.
We're killing time in a sea of hard limbs, well-used pocket watches, and dull chatter, waiting for a permit. Bureaucracy moves slow in the uppers without the right type of love to grease the wheels.
Gia? Are you sure we can't take my briefcase? It's very important.
Better off out of sight than getting swiped in a pickpocket's hunting ground. See that? I nod and put a spotlight on an act I've played myself. A gal trips into a gentleman. The gentleman goes to help her. And the bag he's briefly forgotten about glides away in the hands of her partner.
Jeepers! Oh, that poor man. We should do nothing.
Right now, we keep our heads down and avoid bringing attention to ourselves.
Oh.
You know, so far the voice acting is actually pretty good.
Look, no one's prying my stash open, and I've got an eye on the car. Besides, we'll be back in the 𝐂𝐫𝐤 in no time.
Right. We're... what's the phrase? Staying low. I'm just worried because... Oh, Gia, look! Cotton clouds! Oh, I haven't had uppers candy in years.
The girl runs off, leaving me to idle in line.
Oh, yeah, let her enjoy herself.
She's like a bird from a cage. Bright eyes sparkle as she flits at every vendor between her and the cotton cloud stand.
Surely they'll be fine, right? Surely they'll be fine.
My neck itches at every careless shoulder bump and lingering eye. Nobody unusual, but the itch doesn't quit. The speakers call out names with far more cheer than they deserved. Dreamland, Nation's Crusade, and so on. None were ours.
Oh, you can click and drag. You don't have to, like, hover over this thing. You can just click and drag across the whole thing. Okay, that makes it easier.
The girl seems determined to stay obvious. We've still got time before the ferry leaves, but I growl as I give up my spot in line and beat feet after her. The girl's busy drilling the vendor about sugar to syrup ratios. I throw a look and she focuses on picking out a flavor. A stick of cotton later, I heard her back in line. Unfortunately, it hasn't moved. I let her get in a few sweet bites before I feed her something bitter. What did that scarred-up black hat want with you? Her face falls mid-bite. The pink cloud sags like a lead balloon.
Aww.
I've thought of at least 5 different ways to explain it, but it's complicated. Usually I'd ask someone for advice, but he's not here.
Ooh, let's... I don't know if forcing is very nice, but... But we get the XP, right?
You knew who that was. You'd seen him before. Who is he?
See, I don't know if that's really all that forceful, actually. I mean, it is. I mean, it's more forceful than her polite line was in the last conversation, but...
I don't know.
That wasn't your average tracker. He was big time. Someone you hire when there's no room for error. Someone with deep pockets is after you. And that black hat's not going to give up till he's finished the job. The girl's whole body gives up with a single deep breath. She seems almost relieved to spill the beans.
He's the reason I ran. I saw him at Olympus Park. I saw what he did.
And I'm guessing he didn't want any witnesses.
Gia, I don't know what he's going to do.
Nothing is what. Not while you're with me. She perks up at the small glint of hope, and I give her a half-hearted smile. It's one thing to deal with a tracker, but if this guy is a hired killer too, I need to be more careful.
Ask about the briefcase.
Look, kid, I got shot at for you. I was told to expect a simple transport, and now I'm stuck looking over my shoulder. You owe me a whole lot more than it's complicated. What's in the case?
I'm sorry. You're right. And I'm sorry you got shot at. It's my research. It's very important, but I don't know why anyone else would want it.
I give her a side eye. I need the whole picture, but all I'm getting is an unfinished canvas.
It's the well.
What about it? So a bodega sign falls off and disappears every now and then. Neighborhood's already coming to pieces anyhow.
It's expanding. Getting bigger. Stronger. It's going to get bad, Gia. Really bad.
You're pulling my leg.
No! I swear, Gia! The car!
Huh!
Minutes.
Where's my car?
I'd only taken my eyes off the car for a few damn minutes. Time stops long enough for me to catch the tail end. The glare of green lights, the lift of red-white metal, and the blur of a black hat. They took my car.
Gia! My research was in the car. What are we going to do?
We're going, now. Ferry's here. I know a place we can hide on board, but we gotta move.
But...
No buts, kid. Move. If they've got the car, we've got to assume they're on our tail. We stick to the plan. Get to the lowers and hole up somewhere safe. After that, we're gonna figure out how you're getting my car back.
Mission complete! XP. Whoa, that's a lot of XP. Missions, crew, codex. Nellie's now on here. The cabbies are on here. Who is the black hat is on here. The hole. History of the hole is as actually as its walkways and walls. Originally a swath of agricultural marshland owned by the Radish Kings of Long Island. It was later partially developed for housing, becoming a border town between boroughs. With poor civic support and worse infrastructure, it quickly became a place for lost things, junk, and dead bodies. Now, as a place that's hard to find even for those inclined to look, it's a refuge for only the truly depressed or truly desperate. Oh, that's fun. The well. You ever get the feeling you're ignoring something important? Nah, me neither. Perhaps New York's most distinctive and troubling landmark, the well is a gravity anomaly looming just beyond the city skylines. Everyone has their theories as to its origins, but no one disputes its destructive storm-like effects. Those in the relative comfort of the heights might not pay it any mind, but to the souls in the lowers who contend with bizarre shifts in gravity, disappearing pets and belongings, and crumbling infrastructure, it's a real, very real and immediate fact of life. If people weren't so busy trying to survive a daily life in the lowers, they might have time to stop and worry about how it only seems to get bigger and bigger. Interesting. Okay. All right. I need to pee, so I'm going to be right back, and we'll keep on keeping on. All right. Be back. At least this means I don't have to fix my car, right? All right, we're back. Continue.
The Hole is a barrenless refuge, rotting and hidden in a forgotten corner of the city. It offers sanctuary to every soul who finds freedom at the end of a gun or the bottom of a bottle. It is the safety of the shadows.
Oh, is this your hideout, Gia? It's like a pirate's cove or a raider's den.
Wow, she got really cheerful really fast after losing her research papers, so I guess she must trust us, huh?
More like a sinkhole. Watch your step, kid. You'll sooner run into a back alley mugger than a swashbuckler out here.
So, what's next? We need to formulate a strategy.
My place. I need a drink. And you need to finish explaining what the hell got my car stolen.
Level up to enhance your crew's talents and attributes to improve your bonuses. Each crew member has access to different talents. Access your talents by selecting the crew portraits in the top left. I only have one, and that's me. Complete missions and encounters to earn XP and level up. When you level up, each of your heroes gain a talent point for you to spend. Each hero has access to different talents, blah, blah, blah. Increase your talent proficiency to more likely succeed in dialogue, talent checks, and unlock new skills. Increasing skills, talent skills to unlock new skills. These skills grant your heroes new abilities and bonuses when they are part of your crew. See all of your heroes' unlocked skills on the right. Oh. Okay. Gain 1 HP each round. Plus 1 ram action per turn. Gain plus 1 HP for every 3 HP missing from max health. Jump costs 0 AP. Light weapons apply Aether drained to targets. Oh, that's kind of good, right? For each round that you avoid taking damage, gain plus 1 damage to all light weapons. I don't know. I think we get hit a lot, so that doesn't seem so good. At the end of turn, adjacent enemy vehicles receives the engine failure status effect. The vehicle affected by engine failure is forced to move backwards at the start of each of its turns. Allied vehicles next to this vehicle gain the hasten status effect. Movement costs minus 2 AP. When you heal a vehicle, apply energize status effect to the... Okay. So this is Smooth Talker, Dodger. This sounds good, right? Because it's just passively getting more. New combat converts remaining AP into health, healing the vehicle's max. Gain plus 1 more. Deal damage to adjacent enemy vehicles equal to half the amount healed. Huh. Strategist. Swap places with any adjacent vehicle. At the end of the turn, all enemy vehicles within 2 cells receive the engine failure status effect. Vehicle affected by engine failure is forced to move backwards at the start of each of its turns. New vehicle, heal adjacent friendly vehicles plus 1 HP. This, like the energize plus 2 AP plus this, I wonder if that actually works together. That would be pretty good, right? To 40% of your missing AP. It doesn't tell you what these do, though. What does, like, so what does Grease Monkey do? wonder... Let's see, what should we do? What should we do? Phantom. 20% chance to evade incoming attacks until the start of your next turn. Oh, that's kind of nice. Huh. I wonder which of these we'll end up using. I'm guessing that we've ran into a lot of Enforcer, Smooth Talker so far, and some Strategist. Let's take a look. Let's see what Google says. I mean, the game just came out, so there's probably not a whole lot out there, right? Aether and Iron best talents. Talents that grant extra ram actions per turn are highly effective as ramming pushes enemies into obstacles. Yeah, that is actually kind of cool. Skills that reduce dodge, jump cost to 0 AP or boost AP is low, allow for more moves per turn. Upgrades that allow light weapons to supply Aether Drain are crucial as they reduce. Yeah, maybe that RAM. That extra RAM might be nice. Which was Enforcer, which we have seen get used. And then the Aether Drain was the other one, right? Smooth Talker. Yeah, let's go this and then Smooth Talker. Oh, wait. Unlock dual RAM. Okay, alright. That's how you do the skills tree. Okay, cool. Get some answers from Nelly, regroup at the apartment.
Hello.
Ask Throg about the ferry captain's
You
life.
enjoy captaining a ferry?
It's my job.
Come on. Nobody does what you do for as long as you have if they don't love it. Right? The old man's eyes are roomy with time and pain, and a loneliness like the open sky.
That's laying it on a little thick, but okay.
Sure, miss. It's a wonder an old swab like me ever got to fly.
Ask about Throg's past.
So, what's your story anyways?
Miss?
Like, were you born here? How'd you get into the ferry game?
No. My family come from Maine. Fishermen. That's how I learned to pilot a tug.
And what brought you to New York? Throg winces, like his gammy leg is giving him pain. Or like I dredged something up from some dark depths. Something he didn't want to remember.
Ah, well, that would be 𝐂𝐫𝐿, my wife.
You salty old dog. I didn't know you were married. I'm just having fun with the old boatman, just trying to raise a smile on that dour leather mid of a face. But I can see I've wounded him, and I feel a twist of guilt.
Long time ago, miss. A real long time.
Aww. Is there a dead guy in the... Is that a person in the field? What is that? All right. The apartment. Portrait of
what
uncle.
What would you do, Zio? Say job's over,
Zio's
cut
uncle.
the kid
Okay.
loose and run? Would definitely save me from a headache. I can last one more day.
Comic
I still
books.
have that new edition of BAM to read. Later. New York City's bigger than the world that holds it. A single filing cabinet couldn't contain it all, but I always found a way to keep it stocked with everything I need. Zio always told me to have a way out. This old greenhouse has plenty of windows that offer that very service. Would hate to break one on a quick getaway, though.
Ooh. Oh, Gia's missing vehicle. I guess I can't move the shotgun over. Booze.
Finally, the first drop of real sunshine all day. Sweet, sweet poison.
How much can I drink?
Empty.
Oh. All right.
The way she holds herself is too bright for my apartment. Too colorful. Everything feels smaller. The space between the shrinking walls taken up by her testimony.
I've been tracking growth patterns around gravitational anomalies. The well's always been an unusual case. It goes through the occasional spike and ebb, but it's always stabilized, eventually. My colleagues and I, were supposed to meet and discuss what to do about the well, but I was late. I would have been inside already if it hadn't been for Professor Gardner. He discovered something was wrong first. He tried to get me away, and because of me,
She trembles, leaving the unspoken sound of a falling body to echo off the walls.
That's an interesting way of putting it.
There was an explosion. Everything burned so fast. I wanted to help, but Professor Gardner wasn't moving. That's when I saw him. The black hat. And then he saw me. I ran as fast as I could. Didn't have time to take anything else but the notes I had on me.
That's a hell of a story. So a professional killer snuck into the Heights and blew up a building just to get his mitts on you and your research. And you have no idea why.
I truly don't. Please, you have to believe me.
Your colleagues. Tell me about them.
They were brilliant scientists, Gia. All of them. And bright and hopeful. Together, we were going to discover a better world. Find the answers to...
She holds back the grief by roaming the room with her eyes, latching onto every detail and yet ignoring every bit of it.
And they were kind. Alistair, Professor Gardner, especially. He always looked out for me. Even when I first showed up. A 16-year-old with a half-packed suitcase and too many questions. He always tried to help. Right to the end.
Ask about the well.
Your kind have been coming down here for years. They do some tests, make a big spectacle of themselves, and conclude that it's mostly harmless. Nothing more than clouds or a bad storm.
That's the thing! It should be nothing more than a cloud or a storm. For crying out loud, it's not Jupiter's red spot. Something is causing it to persist and expand.
It was just a pause. A moment where I hold back a lifetime of cynicism and disappointment. But she hears it like I'm filling the room with air raid sirens.
You live in a flying city, Gia. A city kept alive with technology so foreign 80 years ago that we'd be like gods to our grandparents. It's solvable.
Ask what she'll do next.
You're in the lowers, as requested and paid for. What were you planning once you got here?
First, I thought I'd have to find a place to live, of course. I have some money.
The girl goes paler than the moon in a crystal bath. A moment of clarity and a possible lifetime of hopelessness.
It was in my case. All of it. I have nothing.
She looks up at me, eyes suddenly welling into baby blue pools that flood the dwindling room.
I don't have anyone I can ask for a loan. Everyone's... They're dead. All of them. He killed them. And now he's followed me here. He won't stop, will he? He's going to find me again. And I won't be able to fix the well, and...
Snap her out of it.
Hey, kid. Look at me. You're smart. You'll figure something out. You just... Listen. I'll talk to someone who could help, but I need you to focus. Those goons stole my car and your briefcase. And right now, you might be the only real lead I have.
What can I do? I told you everything I know.
Not everything.
Ask her about traveling incognito.
I don't get it. You're from Olympus Park. You got money. And you just leave without talking to anyone?
I needed to disappear quickly. Apparently, I'm not all that good at it. I didn't have time to pack. I took the first ferry I could find, and it left me in Astoria Bay. Fortunately, when I told a very nice officer I needed to get to the lowers, he referred me to Mr. Blanc.
Knowing Mr. Blanc, that referral didn't happen by chance. He's got eyes in every dark corner of the city. If a bird from the heights flew down on an air of mystery, he'd want to know why.
Ask if she has any enemies.
He called you by your name. We're looking at someone who's done his research, or someone who's got something personal on you. Got any enemies up there?
No!
You sure? You didn't piss off some other brainiac with a better showing at the science fair?
No.
You running from family? Some bigwig who made a pass at you? Jilted husband?
I'm not. I've never been... married? I don't have the time. Or the interest. But even if I did, I haven't had any gentleman callers. Or really met any gentleman. Aside from Professor Gardner, of course, but he doesn't count. Not in that way.
This Professor Gardner's come up a few times. Who is he?
Oh! Professor Gardner, Alistair Gardner, was one of the first people recruited to the 𝐂𝐫𝐞𝐿 Institute. He was one of their spokesmen, too. He even oversaw my application. The other adjudicators were reluctant. Everyone else was so much more senior, and older, too. But Alistair fought for me. He called my skills and my desire for a better world a brilliant ambition. He helped look after me during my stay at Olympus Park. It helps that he supervised the lab that I worked in.
Something doesn't add up. Most of us will never see the heights, let alone Olympus Park. How'd someone like him get inside?
I don't know. Must have broken in. Or stolen access? Disguised himself, maybe? But you can't just stroll through. I had to go through an extensive vetting process to even be allowed to visit.
Might be a conspiracy, maybe. What do you think? Probably.
So he's found you twice. Once in the heights, and then again after hiding with Mr. Blanc. He'll probably track you down here, too.
You think?
She starts to retreat back into her shell. Damn it. I was just getting somewhere. If I'm going to get anything useful out of this, I gotta give her something to latch onto.
Booze.
Hey, look at me. This chump isn't getting away with this. I'm going to take care of him. Going to get my car and your briefcase back.
Really?
It's a matter of personal and professional pride. I don't like when people mess with what's mine. Just stay here and don't touch anything. I'll be back soon.
Wait! I'm going with you.
Why?
And why should I do that? You're a doe in headlights most of the time.
Well, for a lot of reasons, actually. For starters, I'm excellent company. I'm also smart and amazing at Aethonics. I'm sure that could really come in handy out there. But if not, well, let's be honest with each other. I need you to find that man. He has my briefcase. You need your car back, and you can do that by finding him. If he's following me, then that's good news. The best way for you to find him is for him to find me. Us.
Okay, that kind of follows.
Foolhardy or brave, like going all in before the flop in a high-stakes hold'em round. I'll give the kid this much. She's earnest to a fault. Okay, but first I need to see a gal about a car. Until I'm back, stay put. Cress is already gonna be in a bad enough mood when she hears about the car. She doesn't need me ambushing her with this bundle of trouble too. Cress Carter is the only person in the hole who could sell me something with 4 repulsors and a steering wheel. Only one issue. I'm broke. Fortunately, I have something more valuable to her than a wad of cash. If there's anything that can soften bad news and a steep ask from Cress, it's a fresh record with a smooth baritone. I second-guess leaving the girl idle in my room. She's the curious kind that could find trouble with her eyes closed and feet tied. I don't live like royalty, but I got a few shabby creature comforts around. Maybe it's enough to keep the girl's hands busy.
The comics. The comics.
Try one of these. Cloud Captain never fails to cheer me up.
Oh, thanks, Gia.
She starts to flip through the pages as I leave, her eyes landing longer on the page with Cloud Captain's devilish smile.
Ask your mechanic for a favor. Oh dear.
Cress? The hole doesn't ask much of its residents. Stay quiet, don't draw attention, find comfort in the dark. Despite growing up an Aether in the Undercity, Cress Carter refused to abide. From behind a junker made more of rust than steel, 2 faintly glowing points rise. Cress appears, pale, milky eyes already wary and fixed to joust.
Where's my baby, 8-Shot?
The low, angry rumble of the island's Aether generators shake the floor in protest of their nature-defying feat. I hope it stifles the sound of my pulse. This is news I don't want to break.
Let's save and try it. Let's save scum. Save scum. Save scum. Disarm the situation. Come on. Yeah!
Yeah, about that. Is that a combustion engine you're working on? It's practically an antique.
Mr. Thompson's been holding on to this thing since he first moved here. Left her to me when he passed. She's not much now, but a few more tons of elbow grease, and she'll sing.
She stretches her prosthetic arm and tilts her head, analyzing the jagged edges of this car-shaped hunk of rust like puzzle pieces she can rearrange and solve. She's distracted, mind somewhere free and happy, when I bring her back down. Cress, I got some bad news. The car's gone. I let my guard down.
You lost it? You here then to beg for your life?
I need help getting it back. An iceberg lugged 3,000 miles from the North Pole and thrown in the corner wouldn't have made this room any colder. Cress, Look, I don't come empty-handed. Here, found this on one of my jobs.
You think you can bribe me with a 𝐂𝐫𝐞𝐝? Damn. Okay, I'm listening.
Well, that changed her mind really quick. Wait, can she see? Are her eyes just milky and she actually can see and she's not blind? Because otherwise it doesn't make sense how she would actually like recognize the record that fast, but okay.
She's still out there. My guess is White Street. The thief was after something in a hidden compartment, and they won't get it open without help. White Street will take apart anything if they get to keep the parts.
I'm listening for an apology, Gia. That wasn't just your car. It was hours, days of my blood, sweat, and tears to make it work.
You think I don't feel bad enough as is? I'm sorry, Cress. It's this job I'm on. This client, some hotshot's after her. Same punk who took the car.
Apology accepted, if you get our baby back. Now, this job. I thought you were taking things easy still. Honestly, surprised you found work at all. It's only been a year since your uncle died. How you holding up?
Work's been scarce.
Even the easy jobs that no one wants. What I can get is barely enough to get by.
Yeah, well, job market stuff. Job market stuff.
Have you considered calling in that favor Needles owes you? He's working in White Street now. Pretty sure he could get you a job if you need it. Yeah, he's been busy lately.
Needles? I'm not talking to that prick, not in 100 years. Not sure who would shoot first if we saw each other again. No, Cress, not him. Wait, are you keeping tabs on him?
You're not the only smuggler that's good at what they do. He's also one of the few who still runs in White Street. Aether over there don't have many options, especially with that tyrant and his constant wars.
War in White Street wasn't new, and it wasn't worth the small talk, or the bad memories that come with it.
Tell her the client's off?
It's this client. There's something off about her.
Off? How?
Can't place it yet. Too many questions. Doesn't help that she's from the Heights.
Well, there's your problem. Anyone who lives that high up has a screw loose. Not enough oxygen. Shouldn't trust any of those airheads.
I might have to if I want to get my car back.
Be careful out there, Gia.
Not right now, Cress. I just want to stay focused, find my car. I bet by now she's in the hands of some White Street chop shop. I need your help, Cress.
2 favors, then. A car, and I assume a lead in White Street.
Her eyes go distant. She never told me who she lost when White Street's Baron executed his last purge, but she disappeared for a week afterwards. When she finally returned, someone else walked around in Cress's leather shoes. She pulls out a pencil, scribbling a symbol on an old stale coffee filter plucked from the ground.
North White Street Harbor, Pier 9. Say I sent you. You'll find some Aetherians who can help. Maybe. As for the car, got a lemon out back. Not much, but it's a start. Bring it around, and maybe I can get it working. Take these repair kits too, in case you get in a scrap.
+2 basic repair kits added to Gia's car. Hand-drawn Aether symbol.
Thanks, Cress.
Yeah. Also, Gia, don't be an ass. I'll hear about it.
And conversation. Repair vehicles, change crew. I don't have any crew. Open stash. Take that. Okay. Rusty lemon car. Ooh, can I change the paint job? Oh, I can. Oh, that looks awful. Lemons should be yellow. And then the secondary. Oh, that's kind of awful. The dark gray actually doesn't look too bad. Repair vehicles, it's happy.
She works tirelessly on that arm of hers, obsessing over it, making sure that it's not useless. Sometimes I wonder if she's talking about herself more than her arm.
Scrap parts. Vehicle parts into scrap. Okay. Ooh, a cat. Oh. Cat doesn't like me. No. Change You can change the parts equipped in your vehicles in the garage. Select any vehicle to view its parts. Select any part slot to view a list of all your matching parts. Equip new items to improve your vehicle stats and unlock new combat abilities. Choose wisely. You can also give your vehicle new coat of paint. Yeah, I already did that too. I already did that. Shoot pistol. Undercarriage weapon slot. Oh, we only have one, huh? Shoot pistol, shoot shotgun. So 5 and 2. Empty armor slot. We don't have it. Stock repulsors. Oops. Okay, we don't have anything there. Okay, cool. We got a shotgun now, though. Brrr. All right, back to the hold.
I find the kid where I left her. Several pages deep into the adventures of Cloud Captain.
Gia, how did the meeting go? Smoothly, I hope. Did you have to do a wheel and deal?
Worked something out. Anyway, reading break's over. Let's head out.
Already?
We need to move fast if we even want a chance of finding my car and your briefcase in one piece. Best bet? We start with White Street.
Why there? Is it a smuggler thing?
It's a hunch. White Street's whole business is sanitation and recycling. You need something disposed of on the down low? That's where you go.
All right, let's save. And head on out. White Street. Home Island. Wom. That was a cute little, like, sliding animation.
I don't believe in vengeful spirits. If they existed, White Street would have been torn from the sky in retribution for its decades of war. Instead, it stays floating to spite the dead, a withered shell of its former glory. Nellie, I want you to watch me and stay close.
Why? Is something wrong?
Where would I find the time, kid? Or the heart to fill your head with graves of ash? Islands on fire in the night, the thunder of war in the skies. That was years ago. But not yet.
Not yet. Where are we going? Meet the contact near North White Street. Pier 9. No, North White Street Harbor. Wait, that's... Oh, there's a... Near North White Street Harbor. Okay. That is where we're going. Okay. Surprise encounter. Not so much of a surprise, I kind of figured.
The roads are closed until the demonstration is over. Exit your vehicle and line up for the parade.
Oh, Gia! A parade! Let's go.
If you do not comply, you will be arrested.
Fine. I needed to stretch my legs anyhow. Like a dove on an updraft, the girl flutters off as soon as her heels hit the street, following the music and fanfare to the nearby parade. Hey, I said stay close!
Wowzers. I haven't been to one of these since I was young. Father took me to several, but those weren't as, serious. Where are the floats? The clowns? They're just soldiers. Are all parades in the lowers like this?
Just like this? No. Each Baron has their own flavor of showboating to distract from how bleak life is down here. White Street's just eager to march and flash their guns around.
Something big must be going on. Do you know what's happening?
I'm not sure what this is. White Street has been bleeding territory, money, and men for over a decade in its wars with the surrounding barons. This should be a funeral march, not a celebration.
Scope it out. Oh, son of a bitch.
Through a hail of ticker tape, I swerve my head for a better look, and collide nose first with a waving elbow.
Gia, are you okay?
I'm fine, kid. Nothing's broken.
Okay, I guess we asked
Hey,
for
pal,
information.
what's the occasion?
The General's unveiling his new machine. Soldiers say it's going to save the lowers.
Save the lowers? Going to take more than some new weapon to do that.
Shh! You want to get us thrown in the tomb? Smile and wave.
He applies more plaster to his smile. I glance around. He's not the only face in the crowd straining to keep the corners of their mouth upright. The cries of support echo emptily. The banners flow without enthusiasm. Like stone pushed through a sieve, the crowd forces out cheers for a devil clad in white.
Is that the Baron of White Street? He must be really popular.
That's 𝐂𝐫𝐞𝐝𝐢𝐭𝐬. Calls himself the General. They cheer because if they don't...
Burn the tyrants!
Oh. Oh! Oh, well.
One hot blast of light was all it took to disappear a crowd, stunning onlookers like a twisted magic trick. Instead of applause, cries of panic and a stampede of feet clap the pavement, while a putrid smell fills the air. My gut twists as it fights every reckless impulse to run.
All right, let's save. I don't want to puke. We did that too much in Disco Elysium. I want to make one of these. Yay!
A few onlookers run from the scene. My feet are 2 steps after them before my senses yank me by the shoulders. 𝐂𝐫𝐞𝐝𝐿𝐼 doesn't tolerate desertion from anyone. The crowd seconds from dissolving into a frenzied swarm. If I don't grab the kid and move, we're going to get trampled flat. However, we're saved by an unlikely savior.
Hold!
The Baron of White Street stands, gloved hand extended. Despite fear and panic, the crowd obeys, frozen in place by a gentle, assuring gesture.
Let the procession continue.
The music starts back up, and the world moves on Eli's command. Coerced cheers rush to fill terrified silence, while marching boots blot out the scorched earth.
The days where White Street bled tirelessly to save a debaucherous world have come to an end.
So now you just blow away, like, people, dissenters, and, like, everyone around them.
We will bleed no longer. Our enemies will tremble before a weapon they cannot resist. A weapon they cannot overcome. We will demand our rightful place in the sun and rid the shadow of chaos from the lowers. We are just. We are strong. We are unsullied.
He pumps his fist and the crowd answers with a deafening cheer. With all eyes back on the General and his grisly procession, I look for Nellie.
She better still be there.
It's only a second, but I spot a glint of metal and the curve of a black brim that resembles a scarred-up bastard. I go for my gun, but he disappears like campfire smoke in the night. Did he spot us? Or am I jumping at ghosts? I scan the whole street. Nothing. Not a hint of the black hat or my car. I decide not to mention it to the kid. After what happened, I'm jumpy enough for the both of us. These barons are no different than dictators of small countries, playing dress up and throwing their armies around like toy soldiers on the playground.
Dang. So they actually do just go to frickin' war.
Destruction like that. With weapons like these, they could reclaim everything they've lost, dragging the whole damn city back into war. God help us.
Anything else to look at?
The war banners of White Street once flew over much of the lowers. I dread the day it happens again.
Anything else? You see anything else? Watch the crowd.
Despite the carnage, the crowd's feet remain glued in place. They cheer harder, more desperate, refusing to tempt fate and its devastating new weapon.
All right, okay.
Oh, no! That weapon, Red Aether, wasn't to ever... Oh, Gia, those people. Those poor people.
You recognize it? What the hell was that thing, Nelly?
It was never supposed to get out. Never. How did it get out? How?
She buries herself in her hands, breathing hard, wishing with every strained muscle that this nightmare would end. A part of me wants to join her.
I can't stay here, Gia. We have to go.
We can't. Not without attracting serious attention. You saw what happened. If we get caught sneaking out, we'll get shot.
Gia, please.
The kid's bloodless face moves me to glance down the procession line. The tail end's in sight, but the miserable sound from the girl has me second-guessing how long her nerves will hold.
Push for an answer. Yay! XP!
Nelly, look at me. Talk to me. Just tell me what that was.
That weapon used Red Aether, Gia. A highly volatile, highly experimental version of Aether. It's very powerful, but also very unstable. But Red Aether wasn't supposed to...
With nothing more than an empty expression, the kid clams up tighter than a 10-inch steel vise.
Ooh, there's only a 27% chance that we'll make this. Save Scum. Save Scum. We should rename this to Save Scum. Save Scum. All right. Oh, big money!
All right, kid, stay close. This ain't gonna be easy. The stench of burnt flesh wafts over clouds of dust and stale wind. My stomach turns over on itself, trying to hide from the stink, begging me to flee. We just need to make it back to the car. A guard lurks past where we parked, his stark white pressed uniform darkening the street around him.
Hey! Where are you two going?
I grab Nellie's arm and pull her into a crouch. We run through the cars, staying low and out of sight till I find an alleyway to dip into.
What are we doing? We passed the car!
Shh! I squeeze her wrist, her throbbing heart leaking through her porcelain skin in my hand. I hold my breath and watch the alley entrance. The footsteps fade. We slink from the safety of the alleyway to the street, and then finally to the car. As the engine roars to life, we find our breath and a way out.
I thought there were guards everywhere, though. Like, that's why we had to stop, right?
Enough distance passes that ash and screams and a bright, hot light start fading into a bad memory. Nellie breaks the silence.
Is White Street always this... awful?
Often enough. White Street's never shied away from putting down opposition with violence. Never heard of them using a weapon like that, though.
But those were their people. He's supposed to be the Baron. Isn't he supposed to listen to their concerns? What about due process?
Look, kid. It might work that way upstairs, but not here. The only word that matters down here is the Barons, and in White Street, the chain of command's everything. If Eli says we're going to war, you either fall in line, or you're an enemy.
One might have been bad, but the others were simply calling for peace. Where's the harm in that?
White Street tried the whole peace thing a few years ago. Someone blew them to bits during peace talks. That's not something they'll ever forget.
Okay, let's go on. Mom. It's like a little animated PowerPoint almost or something. I mean, it's effective. It does what it needs
It's around
to, right?
here somewhere, hidden. What was that symbol?
Are we really going into the Undercity? Will the Aether Rats let us, or are the stories true? You don't think they'll throw us off the island, do you?
Look, you can't rely on the stories you read in the papers. You want to avoid getting grounded? Don't call them Aether Rats. They're Aethaniers, and they're good people. I'm guessing you've never met one?
No. There were rules. We weren't really supposed to interact with them. Or see them.
They don't want to be seen down here either. Too many people can't stand the idea that an island floats or sinks on the whim of an Aethanier. Figure a good rat is a scared rat.
They've done it before, haven't they? I've read of islands crashing because of Aether repulsor failure. That could only be possible by sabotage.
And blow themselves up out of spite? No island falls without a Baron behind it and a list of dead Aethaniers trying to stop it. The world down here isn't one you'll find in your books. Keep that in mind. Now, where's that door?
Look.
Among the fleet of crates, I spy one out of step. Whoever had nailed this one shut had done a hack job, leaving behind a wobbly lid and a crack just big enough for a finger.
Force it open. Does that have goodies?
I stick my finger through the hole, angling past jagged slivers and crooked nails until I find a solid grip.
Yeah, that doesn't sound very safe.
Pull, fighting the groaning, shuddering
Doesn't
wind.
sound very safe.
It gives up with a pop.
Ooh. Rerolled a failed enforcer check. And some kind of... Ooh. Oh, that was worth it. Neat. Anything else? Nope, that's it. That's it.
Careful strokes of paint form an innocuous symbol of a rat paw matching the sketch Cress gave me. This is the right place.
Hi,
Shopping
Popper.
for trouble? We're just sightseeing real close.
Jeepers! Gia?
A pauper. One of the murderous specters slithering freely through every pipe, waiting to brutalize passers-by. If you listen to the stories. Scary as he is, he's more sentinel than specter. Looking for you, actually. We're friends of Cress Carter. She sent us to ask about a missing car.
Cress Carter?
Strange. Cress's name should mean something. Either he's greener than he looks or he doesn't trust my word. I might need something to loosen his tongue.
Save scum. Save scum.
If he knows more about Cress than what he's saying, there's gotta be a crack in his mask. I reach back for anything to respond with. Something that Cress may have said about a relationship with White Street's Aethaniers. I find something. Heard from Cress she helped your Undercity take apart a bus. Had to disassemble it piece by piece to fit it through the door. Nearly snapped her arm strap on the radiator.
A bus? What wrong? It was a...
The Sentinel immediately slams down on his traitorous tongue. If it were a few words sooner, it might have kept his secret. What was that you said? Cress Carter? Silence. Madonna, I wish I could see behind that mask. He could have been planning vengeance or compliance. I don't find out which until he pounds the space behind him.
And watch yourself.
He melts back into the industrial decay behind him, never once taking his eyes off us. His disembodied voice echoing out one last time.
Or you'll see us again real soon.
Every darkened cranny becomes a potential peephole while we stand there. Like walking to confession blindfolded in a packed cathedral. I can feel hundreds of unseen eyes watching, waiting for a single misstep.
He gave me the heebie-jeebies. Do you think he...
She's interrupted by a gush of stale air riding the echoes of countless thumping Aether machines.
Oh, hello.
Topsiders, why are you here? Hurry, out with it, we're busy.
Lexi, shh. If Harold let them through.
Harold's been wrong before.
Hello, I'm Maria. This is my husband, Alexander.
Hello, nice to meet you. I'm Nellie. This is Gia. We're not here to bother you while you work on... Is that part of an Aether substructure power converter? I've always wondered about the older infrastructure.
Nellie, that's not why we're...
Right. Gia's friend, Cress, she's an Aethanier also. She sent us here because we need your help to find this car of ours that has some important stuff hidden away inside.
Too desperate, too vulnerable. I lob a cough towards Nellie, hoping she'd quit her rambling so I could get a word in.
Cress sent you? That girl. Fine, let's hear it.
You and
sure.
Cress close.
We're Aether rats. We're all related. One big happy family.
Lexi, don't be an ass. They're Cress's friends. At least be nice for her sake.
She's running around with all these topsiders causing trouble. And now she risks the three of us. She should know better.
It's a subtle movement. Alexander sends an involuntary glance towards Maria's abdomen before matching my eyes. I couldn't be sure if he was angrier that I caught him, or that he slipped something so personal.
Well, yeah, we'll let them
A
be.
35 Chimera, dumped recently. Have you seen anything? Alexander breaks his scowl with an impish eye and a cracked smile. He knows exactly what we want, and he is going to wring us dry for it.
Maybe. We'll need something in return, though. Eli's new war means that all non-essential requisitions are delayed. That includes water filtration equipment for the Undercity. Now, our water is becoming Aether-tainted.
We can't afford any more of us getting sick. Eli's terriers are already forcing longer and longer shifts to compensate for the fewer numbers.
That's terrible. Of course we'll help. We'll get you everything you need. How do we...
Hang on a sec. Before we agree to anything, I need to know what we're getting into. How much is this info going to cost me?
Water filtration parts, new ones. 1 or 2 crates should do the trick. The more the better.
That's how the problem started.
How'd any part of White Street lose out on clean water? I thought that's all Eli cared about, aside from his wars.
Our water is kept separate from the rest of the Baron's supply. That way, terriers can reward us with clean water if we run low.
With our own supply of fresh water becoming smaller, we have to use water tainted by Aether use. Or find ways to make the terriers give us extra.
Why would Eli risk the lives of his Aethaniers? You keep his islands afloat. If you all start falling sick, his islands are going to start dropping too.
We've asked his terriers the same question. All we get back is, get back to work.
You'll have those parts. But I'll want to know where my car is as soon as we're back.
You have a deal. Thank you.
Don't trust the quartermaster. And watch yourself around the scrapyard. It's a dangerous place. Gia.
The man leans forward, grabbing my arm and pulling me in close out of earshot of his wife.
Do not bring any heat back here. If you risk the safety of my family, then you can consider your car lost for good. Here. This address used to house a friend of the rats. It's empty now. Use it to lie low if you can't help yourself from getting into trouble.
Alex releases his stone grip and a slip of paper into my hand. Nellie takes his quick, hushed intercession as a desperate request for success.
We'll get everything you need. I promise.
Poor kid. She has no idea.
Bang, 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 bang. Back to White Street. New location unlocked. The quartermasters? Okay. What about our hidey hole? We'll probably need that later, huh? I'm guessing we're gonna need that later. Alright, let's save real quick. Where'd my save scum thing go? Oh, there it is. Save scum. Let's rename it into all capitals so it's easier to find. Save scumming. We're not using it for save scumming this time. We're using it actually just as a saving place. I will be right back. I'm going to go hit the restroom and get another drink. Drinky. It's kind of funny how, like, I can kind of see when the phone picked up, like, tracking as I walked closer. I was actually, like, about 8 feet away. So sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. All right. Uh-oh.
We're stopped at a checkpoint manned by White Street officers whose sneers are tighter than their uniforms. I get the feeling these are no shift-clocking schlubs. All white caps stink like rotten pork, but these ones seem to be wrapped in fancier dumplings.
Who are they?
If I had to guess, White Street Intelligence. General Eli's secret police.
Oh boy.
You said it. Just keep cool. After a moment of tense quiet, they wave us through.
All right, move along.
Apparently, we're not the particular field mice these hawks are hunting for, and I'm not about to give them a second chance to swoop. As we burn Aether and leave them behind, I let out a breath I didn't realize I'd been holding.
Whew. I hope that won't be a problem on the way back.
Keep going. Is that just a random?
If the lifeblood of White Street is industrial refuse, then the scrapyard is its beating heart. From his steel parapet overlooking the yard, the quartermaster governs this realm of rubble with determination. Like his scrapyard, the quartermaster's in a perpetual state of activity. Maybe a nice turkey club once in a while might have resulted in fewer gray hairs for the old soldier. I spot a crate of water filter parts inside the quartermaster's office. Can't lift him while he's standing there, though. Not while he's here. The massive cargo elevator locals call the Beanstalk is one of the last remnants of pre-Aether tech, relying on grit, machinery, and braided steel to plunder the refuse of the old world. The main lot is in constant noisy motion, a cacophony of combustion engines and sparking steel. When you look past the grime, It's a place of ferocious efficiency and discipline.
Anything else to look at? Nope. Okay. Let's quick save. And then talk to
The
Theodore.
quartermaster would have a friendly, likable face if it wasn't lined with the stress and fatigue of a lifetime of devotion to Eli. It's clear as we approach he's neglecting 7 other things by talking to us. Sergeant Major 𝐂𝐫𝐞𝐝𝐢. I'm Gia Rendazzo, and this is Nellie.
Pleasure, girls. Sorry about the state of things around here. I don't often host such fine company. What brings you to the scrapyard?
It's a pleasure to meet you as well. You see, we're looking...
Just a few minutes of your time, then we'll get out of your hair. Sir, how do you get along with the Aether in White Street?
They keep to their own, mostly. That's fine by me. Why?
Well, they're not getting the supplies they need to survive, you see.
And you're what? Their lawyers or something?
His eyelid twitches. He's getting impatient already.
Let's try to smooth talk him, but save scum, save scum. Where's my save scum? Where'd it go? Am I going crazy? Am I going crazy? Shouldn't it be like right here? Is that right? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Is it in another thing? No, let's. Yeah, this is starting to. I don't know what these are, and it's starting to kind of weird me out. Why is campaign 5? Does anyone understand this? Hi, Seismic Squirrel Games. Yeah, you're welcome. I'm not sure I understand the save game structure, but I'm enjoying the game so far. Where'd my game? Where'd my save game go? All right. What's going on? I looked away for a sec. I had a manual save, which I renamed Save Scumming, which I could like rename, but I just don't know why it's not here now that I can't like overwrite it. So. All right. We're gonna try to charm. We're not very good at charming, though.
You white caps are all about honor, right? You understand what an oath is. We made a promise to help these people.
Let's reload that.
The quartermaster would have a friendly Sergeant Major 𝐂𝐫𝐞𝐝𝐢.
Pleasure, girls.
It's a pleasure to meet you as well. You see...
Just a few minutes of your time.
They keep to their own.
Well, they're not...
And you're what?
His eyelid twitches. He's getting impatient already.
Let's try it again.
Look, you white caps are all about honor, right?
Oh my god.
You understand what an oath is. We made a
I guess we can't save scum. Maybe is it a seed roll? I'm guessing it's a seed roll.
The quartermaster would have a friendly, likable face if it wasn't lined with the stress and fatigue of a lifetime of devotion to Eli. It's clear as we... Sergeant Major 𝐂𝐫𝐿𝐴.
Pleasure, girls.
It's a pleasure to meet you as well.
Just a few minutes...
They keep to their...
Well...
And you're what?
His eyelid twitches. He's getting impatient already.
Alright, let's try cutting to the chase.
We don't want to waste your time. You got a job to do, and so do we.
Oops.
We're here to make sure the Aether get what they need. Can you help?
Community manager, I'm going to see if I can get someone from an engineer. Oh, no worries. It's not anything massive. It's just I was wondering where it went. it's just curiosity more than anything else.
Sorry, girls. Times it's
so
all around.
And
I've got
is...
nothing against the rats, but if I just start giving stuff away, what's next? Sparkling water? Topside privileges? Extra rations? No can do.
All right. Well, thanks anyway.
No. I'm afraid that won't cut it, sir. These people need help. There must be something you can do.
I expect the kid's outburst to earn us a stern reprimand. Instead, I watch as her plea melts the walls of ice built up around the old man's heart. He regains his businesslike manner, but too late. We've seen through the facade.
Ah, jeez. Look, you want to help so bad? Maybe you can help me. I got this thorn in my side. A scrapper bandit on the lowest levels who thinks he can edge in on White Street territory. Calls himself a king, if you can believe that. You can find all sorts of useful stuff down the beanstalk. Water filtration parts, even. I'd be happy to let you down there to have a look. So long as you report back to me with good news about my scrapper problem. Capiche?
It's as good a deal as we're likely to get. The kid looks to me, and I try not to let my poker face slide.
Ask about scrappers.
You see many scrappers up here?
Oh yeah. Trash like that floats up from the burrows all the time.
I've read about them.
I'm sure you have, sweetheart, but what the books won't tell you is those animals have lost the ability to reason, sometimes even to speak. Amazes me they can steer a car in a straight line.
I think of the grit and sunlight and desperate optimism of my childhood, back in the burrows, and the haze of nostalgia threatens to overwhelm my hard-earned calm. I bite my tongue and sour iron fills my mouth. We'll keep an eye out.
No, we don't need to know about lawyers.
Yeah, thanks for dropping by, ladies.
With a forced smile, he picks up a clipboard and walks off, shouting orders down at machine operators, and leaving us to look out over the yard alone. The gangway behind us squeals under a heavy step, and I turn to see a black-clad stiff trying to pass us a counterfeit smile. He puts down a half-drunk carton of milk and goose steps into our path, ever so politely blocking our exit.
Shoot him in the knee.
Good afternoon. Intelligence Officer Randall Pitt. And you are?
Oh, okay. I guess we can't shoot him in the knee.
His feet are welded to the iron below, and the pins on his jacket identify him as one of the highest-ranking hogs in the White Street pen. There's no moving this one unless he wants to move. Gia Randazzo, and this is my sister, Nell.
A pleasure, madams. And what, may I ask, is the purpose of your meeting with Quartermaster 𝐂𝐫𝐞𝐝 today?
What's it to you, Mac? The officer's eyes flick upward, scanning my face with the practiced arrogance of a bully who's never had to throw a single punch. I return his gaze with a frosted steel stare of my own.
Miss Randazzo, was it? Just a few questions and you can be on your way. No need for you to escalate this.
His reptilian eyes flick from me to Nellie, greedily drinking in her details. This one's the type to seek out power and authority purely as an excuse to start fires wherever he wants. And he's oily enough to be a hazard around any open flame. We were just hoping 𝐂𝐫𝐞𝐝 could help us find something.
And what is it you're hoping to find?
Excuse me, but don't you think that's a bit personal?
Lie.
Run-of-the-mill scrap. Spare parts. I got this lemon, see, and she needs a lot of love.
I see. And what is it you do for a living, exactly?
Be honest.
Cargo transport mostly. Interbarony import-export.
Really? And do you enjoy it?
Oh, always. He catches the sarcasm like a maniac's shortstop and offers a wan little smile.
Anyway, listen to me prattle on. I get flustered when faced with such ravishing beauty, you see. For sisters...
I renamed it manual save.
Do people tell you that often?
At least I think I did.
Oh, he's loving this. Savoring every second like we're a pair of potato 𝐂𝐫𝐞𝐝, fresh out of the oven. Which means, of course, he's about to bite.
I trust a pair of such good little New York girls would promptly report it if they were made aware of any illicit activity on the part of Sergeant Major 𝐂𝐫𝐞𝐝. Correct?
What do you mean, illicit?
Oh, you know, illegal, wrong, things that would demand a transfer of leadership here into more capable hands. Anything he shouldn't be doing.
How would I know what he should or shouldn't be doing? His smile flashes in and out of existence so quick, you could argue it never happened. In an instant, his officious familiarity vanishes.
How charming. Now, you and your sister can testify to what you know, or we can take this up with General Tillinghast. Your choice.
Doesn't take a genius to figure Lutz goes into something dirtier than his own soot-stained uniform. I share a look with Nellie, whose sparkling eyes are relying on me to navigate us out of these shark-infested waters.
Ask about the charges, I
What's he in
guess.
trouble for, anyway?
Treason, malfeasance, embezzlement. Supplies deemed vital to the war effort have disappeared, only to be found later on the black market or in the possession of degenerates.
He didn't need to specify which degenerates he was referring to. Apparently rats wasn't cruel enough.
The punishment for which is death, of course, by grounding.
Grounding? Is that...
Yeah, kid. The long drop and the sudden stop.
It's justice, my dear. Traitors pay their deficit in loyalty with blood.
Play dumb.
Look, pal, we just met the guy. Do whatever you want, it's got nothing to do with us. Now we got business to take care of, so if you don't mind... A sneer paints itself slowly across the officer's mug. If he had an angle, he'd use it. But he doesn't.
Very well. It was a distinct pleasure. Till we meet again.
Oh, thank you, officer. Goodbye.
He peels himself out of our path as slowly and painfully as an overglued bandage on a fresh wound.
Ow!
With a final colorless smile,
Didn't need that
he
description.
turns towards the quartermaster's office. Inside, Let's Go spots him, and the old man's Adam's apple bounces like a kid on a trampoline.
Find water filters in the scrapyard. Oh, he's right over there, so I can't exactly, like, steal those, huh?
The main lot is in constant noisy motion, a cacophony of combustion engines and sparking steel. When you look past the grime, it's a place. The massive cargo elevator.
Alt. Alright, where am I going?
The massive cargo just out of reach.
Awesome.
Like his scrapyard, just out of reach.
Okay.
The quartermaster is a decorated veteran and displays his war memorabilia with pride. Strikes me as odd. From what I've heard about the Philippines, wouldn't you want to forget? The quartermaster is a decorated...
I don't think I like that Officer Pitt very much.
That's
You
only
think?
because you've got working eyes and ears. Stay away from him, all right?
You don't have to tell me twice.
Still, seems to me we've got options.
We do?
Well, whether we play it the quartermaster's way, or throw him under Pitt's repulsors, you and I still come out with the parts for Alexander and Maria.
I see. But what'll happen to the scrapyard if the quartermaster's arrested by White Street Intelligence?
You never know. Let's Go seems all right, but he's not exactly running a tight ship here. With someone like Pitt in charge, the Aetherians might get more reliable supplies.
But then the restrictions imposed on them may get even worse. Boy, there aren't any easy answers in the lowers, are there?
You catch on fast for an academic.
I've got to use that line on my friend who's got a PhD.
Do you understand what the old man's asking us to do?
Well, sure. Head down the beanstalk, find the parts we need, and ask this King Scrapper to respect the quartermaster's territory, right?
Ask? No. We won't be asking. I pat my sidearm, and the color drains from her face.
Wait, I know this is a rough neighborhood, but surely, can't we reason with him?
You don't know the boroughs like I do, kid. Down there, you don't become a scrapper unless you got no other choice. And if this one is edging into White Street turf, then he's really desperate.
But we can't just... I mean...
If he gives me a chance to say hello before he starts shooting, we'll give him a fair shake, okay? But I can't promise anything. This is the job. This
isn't the Heights. Yes, right. I know. This all just takes some getting used to, you know?
Alright, now we save again. See, there it is, save scum. Which you can't actually do because apparently the rolls are based off of a dice seed, so you'd have to actually trigger another roll to get a different, which makes sense. White Street checkpoint. First Point Ferry, scrap quartermasters off. What is that? Let's try to. Let's see what Liberty Auto has.
We can repair our vehicle here or buy some parts.
Oh, cool. Buy items and parts. Create various wad of grease. Reroll the failed grease monkey check. That seems useful, right? Oh, that we got to get out of this menu fast. that's gonna get grating. Disperse caltrops 50. How much money do I have? I have 90. Stock engines, heat-proof shielding. Basic armor. Well, let's buy this. We'll definitely want this. I kind of want to sell that later. Our vehicle is not damaged. Paint job, change vehicle parts. Do we have any armor on this thing? No, we don't have any armor. So even basic armor will probably be better. So let's go ahead and buy basic armor. We have stock repulsors. Confirm changes. Efficient repulsors. Ooh, and another shotgun. That's expensive though. I'll put that in the trunk too. Put that in the trunk. Okay. Should we buy efficient repulsors just for giggles? Gives more AP. Yeah, I think so. I think that seems like a good use of stuff. Do we have... Okay, just rusty pistols. Why do we have rusty pistols? Alright. AP goes up. Good, good, good. I don't think... Even if we sold this, we would only be at 38. We're not going to be able to buy anything else. And that's fine. So we do want these. We want to keep these. Oh, we can sell this. So it'd be 31.48, and we could get... No, we can't afford this, and I don't know if we need shotguns on both sides. That reduces our options a little, I think. Okay, that's enough. That's enough of that. Stop. 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 Back to White. Back to White Street. That. It's gonna drive me crazy. All right, let's check the scrapyard.
For a moment, I think I'm seeing things. Looks like a scrap pile is moving all by itself. Until I spot the dark shapes of street urchins on its surface, like flies gnawing a steak left out in the sun.
Or you know, if you've ever seen the documentary Planet Earth, where they have this like 18-meter tall mountain of bat guano on the bottom of like one of the mega caverns, and like how it's from a distance, it kind of looks like it's moving, like this big pile of poop is moving, except it's because it's covered with cockroaches and other things. Yeah, it's pretty gross.
Hey, seen anything around here we could use for water filtration?
I'm not sure they'll be familiar with that sort of terminology, Gia. What about...
You mean like mechanical or fancy carbon type? Ain't seen none today, but Spunky found a whole box of rubber flanges yesterday. No cracks or nothing. You want it? You gotta pay.
I'm too busy enjoying the shock on Nellie's face to notice the White Street patrol car pull around into my blind spot.
You ain't authorized to be here.
Use the quartermaster's authority.
I'm here on official business. Quartermaster's orders.
And we're supposed to just take your word on that.
If you want to take care of the scrappers for me, I won't complain. You kissed your wife goodbye this morning, right? His eyes take on a thick, glazed look as he processes this. Then he turns his bovine gaze to the urchin.
Give her what she wants.
Oh, what? This is our scrap. She gotta pay.
Now, you little puke. And not another peep out of you.
Wow.
The guard watches as the kid spitefully hands me the part and turns to spit on the ground. I give them both a wink as we drive off.
What did I get? More components. Oh, it's worth 30.
Not what the Aetherians are looking for, but worth a penny or two.
All right, back to the auto place. Now we can afford to buy those caltrops. And we need to, because this stuff is starting to get expensive. Like, it's taking up too much of the room. I guess we could sell this too. AP cost 3, damage 2, AoE small. We're loading up the lemon. A slot for extra space to carry extra part for storage. I'm guessing we don't have anything like that. I didn't see extra storage as an option. All right, get out of here before. Get out of there before the sound of like the ratchets drives me up the wall. Oops, what did I just say? Did I save over the right thing? Okay, yes, I did.
The busted chunk of an island's underside rusts in the sun, laying precariously on a crushed tenement building. Broken detritus and snapped cabling hangs down close to the street.
Oh, this is perfect! See that? If that old Aether repulsor's not damaged, the parts could easily be repurposed for water filtration.
Sure.
Once we're parked, she runs off and gets to work, untangling pieces of equipment, reaching up on her tippy toes to pull down
we
bundles
helped.
of wire. She turns back to me.
Well, start over there with the equalizer piping.
Damned if I know what equalizer piping is. But I follow her finger and start pulling at some ceramic hose. Her approving nod tells me I'm on the right track. And after a few minutes of work, she turns to me and grins. We load up our scrap and head out. There's no mistaking the throaty grumble of a scrapper rig on the prowl, all sizzling oil and sparking ozone. Many scrappers are perfectly decent people just trying to survive. I can tell without looking that ain't the case with this one.
Couple of floaters all alone, eh? Easy pickings. Hey, we staked our claim on this scrap.
Tough luck.
Too bad. Finders keepers, pal.
Area of effective abilities can hit multiple vehicles at once. Use them strategically. Hitting several enemies in the right spot can turn the tide of battle. Why is there an intelligence officer here? Do we have to fight the intelligence officer too? That's the bystander. Wait, what? Ram here. Oh, I can ram him again if I wanted to. Do 2 damage. It's probably not worth it. We'll move up here. Enter. Oh, what's that? Oh, that's a bystander. That's a bystander. Wait, the intelligence officer is out to get me too, huh? I see. How much AP do I have? I only have 5. So I'll intern here. Ooh. That's an abrupt lane edge. No. Wait. Wait, is he? See, I can't move over there. But moving over here is kind of safe, because then he can't, like, knock me over into stuff. Yeah, take some damage. Yeah, take lots of damage. Oh, get wrecked! How much it... He's only got one. Bye-bye.
You all right?
Yes, I'm okay. Thank you. You really... You grew up with those people?
A different time, kid. A different life.
Victory! Do I get XP? Oh, I get stuff. Scrap metal. And parts and things like that. Okay, cool. Because we're going to need to repair. Small storage compartment. Oh, nice! Vehicle damage. Vehicles that take damage during combat can be repaired afterwards using repair kits or by visiting garages. Purchase repair kits and carry them with you to heal conveniently after combat. Use a repair kit from your vehicle storage to heal the vehicle carrying the repair kit. It is a good idea to carry multiple repair kits. Garages can be found on each island and at the hole. More available as new locations are discovered. Visit a garage and use the workbench to repair vehicles for a price. Okay, I think we have the time. Unless... We'll see if... Well, we want to install the stuff, so as long as we don't get a surprise encounter and get attacked along the way, that would be... Repair... dollars, scrap metal needed 27. Ooh. Woo-hoo. Okay, ouchies. Okay, so lesson learned, I think, don't ram people unless you really need to. I think that's what we're learning here. Sell that. Okay, gets a little more money. Let's see. Put in the extra storage. Confirm. So that's kind of cool. So it looks like basically you kind of have this weight thing, the storage and weight. And how the weight changes. So 8 out of 10. So that determines like how much things can actually put on it. Kind of cool. Kind of reminds me of like Car Wars or Auto Duel way back in the day. Is there anything else we needed? Let's get out of here before the sounds drive me up the wall. All right. It's not exactly save scum because we can't actually save scum. Well, you know what? Let's go.
This is the closest to the burrows I've been in years. If I look off the edge, I might even be able to see where I was born. I keep my distance. The quartermaster wouldn't need my help if it were just a rogue scrapper or two. I've got to find the real problem. My real target.
Gia, what's that?
She points out the passenger window at the dark shape of a scrapper clunker. Its burnished surface glinting as it swoops down to intercept us. Its markings, from grease-splashed like war paint across the hood to the scars and gouges of previous fights, suggest a high rank. That is who we're here to find. As the car pulls up alongside us, an even and untroubled voice squawks out at us.
Hello there. Looking for something, little bird? We don't take kindly to thieves around here. I expect you knew that already.
He didn't open the dialogue by opening fire, so I take that as an encouraging sign. Nellie's looking at me expectantly. I better choose my words carefully as we pull over.
Let's save. We should rename this because we can't actually save scum. Ask about the quartermaster.
You familiar with White Street's quartermaster?
Let's go. Sure. He's the only man who puts food on my table.
He said scrappers like you were cutting into his territory down here.
And he sent you to come take care of me, did he?
A distorted, bitter laugh coughs out of the man.
Never did trust that old leatherback. So, he wants me out of the picture. Wasn't long ago he slapped this in my palm.
The scrapper leans out his window and proffers a folded piece of paper. I can see the quartermaster's stamp even before I grab it. It's a personal letter. promising pay for extra security for 𝐂𝐫𝐞𝐝's goods as they travel the beanstalk.
Sneaky bastard.
You can say that again. Guess I've outlived my usefulness. Question is, what are you gonna do now?
His arm disappears inside his car again. No telling what he's got aimed at me behind that door. I decide the diplomatic approach is best.
Yeah, because he might have an RPG for all we know.
You let me keep this letter, and I'll let you be on your way. Fair?
Fair.
Fight him! What does he have? Does he have anything that I want? Pay for
I'm
parts?
not here to steal from anybody. I'll pay for what I claim. I'm looking for water filter parts. Got any on you?
Matter of fact, I do have something that might work in a pinch.
Ask
How
about the
are
burrows.
things groundside these days? It's been a while.
Same as always.
The bitterness in his voice betrays no lie. The burrows are still the same as I left them. Hot in the daytime, freezing at night. Harsh winds carrying skin-slicing dust. Short on clean water, fresh food, and hope. Some things never change. I still hang my boots out the window at night.
You really are Burroughs' kid.
The scrapper and I share a sharp-toothed grin, and I savor the puzzled look on Nellie's face.
Yeah, we're not fighting him.
Guess we go our separate ways then.
Fine by me. You be careful out there.
His engine roars as he peels away, and I hear Nellie exhale next to me.
I don't think Mr. Quartermaster is going to be happy with us.
Can't please everyone, kid.
All right.
Intelligence officers swarm every path out of the scrapyard, their black uniforms dotting the landscape like spots on a coal-black Dalmatian.
There's so many, Gia.
There's no getting through that without staining that dress of yours. We'll have to go back to Pitt if we want out of here alive. When we pull up to the quartermaster's office, there's a troop of secret police attending 𝐂𝐫𝐞𝐝 and Pitt inside. Neither one looks pleased to be sharing the same air with the other.
I suppose this is what they call the moment of truth?
You suppose right. How do you want to play it? She looks surprised, as though she didn't expect me to source an opinion. You want to learn how things work in the lowers, Doctor? There's the tough choice and the tougher choice. So choose.
Well, as I said, I'm not exactly well-versed in White Street military politics, and I've only gathered minimal data on the relevant parties so far. There were other considerations, too, like...
No, you're overthinking it. What does your gut tell you?
It tells me we should help the quartermaster. Even if times are tough for Alexander and Maria. I can't see them improving if that pitman takes control here.
She's not wrong. But she doesn't know the kind of suffering a man like 𝐂𝐫𝐞𝐝 can cause, even if he means well. She's never lived a life where you can happily choose a pit, knowing at least there'll be food on your table. No easy way out. There never is. I open the door to the office, and the Whitecaps look up expectantly.
Ladies, you're back. I was just...
The Randazzo sisters. How very good to see you again.
Ooh. Side with the quartermaster, play dumb. Let's try that. Woohoo! No!
I snap a mock salute and watch the... Sirs! Nothing to report at this time, sirs! We'll be on our way.
That's a shame. You were this traitor's last hope.
Intelligence Officer Pitt wears the devil's own smile as he snaps his fingers, and one of his cronies cuffs the quartermaster. The king of the scrapyard is let out in irons, disgraced before his entire realm. Let's go squints in Pitt's direction as he's ushered past.
Just throw me over the railing, why don't you? Less paperwork that way.
Oh, you'll get your due process as a loyal serviceman of White Street. I don't mind the paperwork.
The goons pull him away without another word, leaving me and Nellie in the whistling wind of the high platform, unsure whether what we just saw...
Gia, did we do the right thing?
You ask me, they were going to toss him in the can regardless. I'm more worried that someone like Pitt knows our faces now. We'll have to be...
All right, let's try loading and seeing if that seed was a 6. We might be able to blame the scrappers.
When we pull up to the quartermaster's office, there's a...
I suppose...
You suppose right. She looks surprised. You want to learn how they... No, you're...
It tells me we should help the quartermaster.
She's not wrong. But she doesn't know the kind of suffering a man like 𝐂𝐫𝐞𝐿 can cause, even if he means well. She's never lived a life where you can happily choose a pit, knowing at least there'll be food on your table. No easy way out. There never is. I open the...
Ladies!
Ah, the Randazzo sisters.
Side, yep.
You realize you have a serious scrapper problem in White Street, right? They're practically on your doorstep, but you're too busy shaking down your own officers to notice. Intelligence Officer Pitt regards us as one might the brown patch on their recently chomped apple.
Thank you for your candor, Miss Randazzo. We'll look into it. Well, Sergeant Major, I suppose that about wraps it up for today.
Then, suddenly, he's all smiles, acting for all the world as though we're just finishing a convivial tea luncheon. His tone is the only thing that's pleasant about him as he leans in.
If we meet again, Miss Randazzo, our conversation won't be nearly as pleasant as today's.
He gestures to his goon squad and they tromp out. 𝐂𝐫𝐞𝐝 wipes his brow. We bought the old soldier some breathing room, for all the good it'll do.
Yeah.
We're also on Pitt's blacklist. We'll have to watch our backs in this barony from now on.
I kind of think we need to sell him out because he... I mean, 𝐂𝐫𝐞𝐿 did sell out the guy down below. He's a scrapper.
When we pull up to the
But come
quartermaster's
on.
office...
I suppose...
You suppose right. She looks surprised. You want to learn how... No, you're over... She's not wrong. No easy way out. They're never...
Ladies!
Ah, the Randazzo sisters. How very good to see you again.
11.
Your quartermaster here has been hiring help from the boroughs, using scrappers as personal mercenaries.
I see. And do you have any proof to support such a claim?
I hand him the scrapper boss's letter, which he reads swiftly and without any apparent satisfaction. He toots, shaking his head in exaggerated disappointment.
Toot, toot, toot.
Oh, Theodore. Dear, oh dear. I'm afraid this won't do it all.
Then he snaps his fingers, and one of his cronies cuffs the quartermaster. The king of the scrapyard is let out in irons, disgraced before his entire realm. 𝐂𝐫𝐿 squints in Pitt's direction as he's ushered past.
Just throw me over the railing, why don't you? Less paperwork that way.
No, Sergeant Major. When you fall to your death, it will be with a hood over your head, a blessing from the chaplain and all your brothers in arms in attendance.
The goons pull him away without another word, leaving me and Nellie in the whistling wind of the high platform, unsure whether what we just saw was justice or tyranny or neither. I catch Nellie's whisper at my shoulder.
Gia, did we do the right thing?
You ask me, his death warrant was signed before we got here. I'm more worried that someone like Pitt knows our faces now. We'll have to be careful in White Street from now on.
Level.
Those look like good parts for the Aethoniers. Nobody around to miss them.
Take them. Of course.
The quartermaster's old mahogany desk boasts a conspicuous drawer with an ornate lock. No key in sight, though. No need to steal from the quartermaster today.
Oh, we do need to level up. The other one, light weapon supply Aether drained. That one was really good, right? We only have one talent point. Let's see. What was the other ones that they said? Dodge jump costs 0. Was this one? Leaper. Dodger. +1 ram action per turn. Okay, that we already got that. As +1 to your Dodger challenge. Jumps cost 0 AP. Yep, we'll upgrade Dodger.
The quartermaster is a decorated veteran and displays his...
Shall we try?
Quartermaster's old mahogany desk boasts a conspicuous drawer with an ornate lock.
Of course we don't get it.
It's almost there. I can feel it. It's almost there. I can feel it.
Can we just keep doing this until we get a 12?
I slip inside, pull a pin from my hair, and get to work. The lock is uncooperative.
Oh well.
Ah, forget it.
Oh, it's because we had the reroll thing. We had the reroll things. That's right. In our vehicles. Oh, look at that. We've got a small storage compartment now. All right. We got lots of, look at that. We've got like 4 water filters. They better love us to death now. We got so many water filters.
Heat. And with a fever like this, I can't risk spreading it to Alex and Maria. We need to pull over, lie low, and let the Whitecaps move on. There's a place nearby.
Ooh, a safe house! That's so exciting! We're like spies or undercover agents. I'm not tired, so I can take first watch if you need a nap. Though I don't have a gun. Do you have an extra?
Kid, if we need guns at a safe house, it's not doing its job, and we're in a world of hurt.
This is not a very safe house, if it...
You read my mind, kid. It's a grubby ground floor room in an abandoned tenement. The building's ghosts peer out at us from the woodwork. I see Nellie dodge a shattered light fixture, tiptoeing around the glass shards.
This is the place?
You were expecting the Ritz? It's quiet, kid. That's what counts.
Lay low.
The minutes bleed together as the lights outside trace an arc across the floor.
Yeah, poke around.
I'd say the place had been picked clean, but there's nothing clean about it.
Is it safe now? Can we leave?
Yeah. Drink it in, kid. We won't be seeing this place again.
Oh, we didn't find anything. That's fine.
The checkpoint's still abuzz with angry White Street wasps, their stingers twitching in search of some flesh. Traffic grinds to a stop. Soldiers and intelligence...
Uh-oh. While traveling, you will encounter checkpoints. At a checkpoint, you will be searched for contraband. Your heat plays a large role in how you will be treated. The higher your heat, the more likely you are to be searched. There's a chance you'll be waved straight through when traveling with low heat.
Officers are casing each car for contraband. After a terse chit-chat with a few guards, liberally aided by Nellie's sweet smile, they wave us through.
Good job, Nellie.
Open the gate. This one is free to pass.
Good job, Nelly.
Somehow, the place looks even rougher than it did only a few hours ago. There's a pall in the air as thick as the smog. Alexander and Maria catch sight of us and head over, dropping the goggles from their stained faces and treating us to some weak but earnest smiles.
You're back. Do you have what we asked for?
You only needed one?
I'm happy to say we were able to retrieve some excellent parts for you. Here you are.
The kid magnanimously hands over the scrap, with all the pomp of a mayor handing out the key to the city. I can do you one better.
Hand over 3.
I hand over the extra parts we managed to scrounge up. Maria accepts them graciously, and Alexander puts a hand on my shoulder. His dirty cheeks are already lined where he's been crying.
I can't tell you what this means. Things have been hard. Our nephew,
His words freeze in his throat, and Maria puts a consoling arm around him.
Thank you, Gia.
And our deal?
We're true to our word. Poppers spotted a car matching your description by Hero's Arch, past the commercial district at the island's edge. It should still be there. I should tell you, though.
It's all right. Thank you. Next to me, the kid is wilted like a balloon with all the air let out. Her pretty little life in the Heights hasn't prepared her for this. She's had a double shot of reality, with no chaser.
Here, we want you to have this. It's not much, but you really stuck out your necks for us, and we look after our own.
Thank you, and good luck.
To you as well.
He bites something back, tight-lipped, but his eyes say it all. Usable scrap wasn't all we gave them today. We reminded him that not all outsiders are pinstriped jackals with a pen in their hand and gold in their smile.
All right, I'm gonna save and grab another quick break. Breaky poo. I should rename this. But yeah, I'll be right back. All right, we're back. Find your car at Hero's Arch. Search for your car. It's probably messed up already. Rename. Manual save. No scum. Because we can't really. But, I mean, we kind of still save scumming to see like what some of the different options are. But... Oh, did we actually save? We yeah, we didn't overwrite. Didn't actually overwrite. All right. Hero's Arch. All right, let's go. Uh-oh.
I'm doing well, keeping a low profile. But today it's not enough. A White Street guard flags me down and flashes his lights. I pull over and a young, self-important 𝐂𝐫𝐞𝐝 approaches my window. What seems to be the problem, officer?
Don't play coy, miss. I just saw you toss something out of your vehicle. Was that a cigarette butt? Contraband?
He hooks a thumb through the belt loop of his trousers, smug as a schoolyard bully.
You'll have to pay the fine on this here ticket or we'll have a problem.
Read the guard.
I give the guard a cursory look. He rocks back on his heels absent-mindedly. Slinging tickets to fill a quota's gotta be a dull post. And if I had to guess, this guy's way behind. Slow day, huh?
What?
That's why you're stopping me. Gotta fill that quota no matter what, right?
I'm not sure I like what you're suggesting, miss.
Save. Charm him. Yay.
I flash the officer an easy smile and give him a small shrug in response. I get you've got a quota, and I don't envy you for it. Bet General Eli doesn't appreciate how hard it is to hand those out when it gets quiet out here, huh? His tough guy act melts in an instant, faster than ice on hot pavement.
Actually, you know, never mind. You're pretty sharp, and you're not wrong.
Take it from me, pal. There's still trouble out there if you're looking for it. But all the same, I'd appreciate not paying a fine for trouble I wasn't in.
That's plenty fair. Sorry about the stop, miss.
No harm done.
Wow, that's it. He
the
changed fast.
Jogs back to his cruiser with his tail
That changed
between
fast.
his legs. Looks like I'm free to go.
All right, let's keep going.
My whole livelihood sits there abandoned, abused, and torched beyond recognition. Kept company only by effigies to the long dead. The smell of my burnt future still lingers in the cold air.
Oh, Gia, your car! I'm so sorry. This is all my fault.
The vandal who took my car apart was more butcher than surgeon, ripping out the hidden compartments and leaving a gaping hole where Nellie's briefcase had been stored. Kid. She runs forward, hoping that every desperate scavenger in a 5-mile radius had somehow missed the briefcase. They hadn't.
No!
I suddenly feel like I'm outside my own body, looking down from above at this odd, tawdry sight. A scientist and a smuggler, hunched over the gutted corpse of a flashy import roadster. Ain't a comic panel been printed with a scene as strange as this. I nudge Nellie, motioning for her to follow me towards the edge of the island, overlooking the lowers. You almost got us out of this hellhole, baby. Looks like I'm hitching the rest of the way. Among the forgotten and decayed, I almost dismiss the rotting crate as another corpse, until a glint of light calls me. Colored glass peeks through the gaps, and not the kind you usually find in White Street.
Check the crate. Nice.
I lift the crate. Waterlogged wood and molding straw fills my lungs. While fighting for air, I feel the bottom of the box open beneath my fingers and make a catcher's save. Safe.
Crate of booze. It's too big. Anything else?
Crumbled remains of White Street's last purge. In the red flash burn when I shut my eyes, and the ozone stings in my nostrils. I feel history repeating itself. She somberly shuffles over before taking a seat next to me. Our legs dangle over the edge like a set of old, tarnished garden chimes.
I thought it'd be beautiful up close. Is that silly?
Huh?
The well. I've seen it so many times from the Institute, obviously, but I thought when I came down in person... I don't know. I guess I expected something different.
In the lowers, kid, things rarely go the way you expect. We gaze out at that hateful storm cloud, and I realize I do see a sort of severe, intense beauty in it. Like the ocean, maybe. Or what I imagine the ocean is like up close. What is it, anyway?
The well? It's a unique gravitational phenomenon. I theorize it's a byproduct of excessive industrial aether production, but the data is still unclear.
Punishment for our sins?
Last week, I would have scoffed at that. Today, I don't even know what I know anymore. Maybe it is.
Look, you can't carry the world on your shoulders, kid. We do what we can, and when we can't anymore, well, there's always wind skipping. She turns to me, confused. I reach into a deep coat pocket and pull out a handful of flat stone shards, eyeing them for the proper shape and size. My Zio taught me, when days were bad, or boring, or too hot, or too cold, or too anything, we'd throw stones together. The trick is to time it with the updraft. Watch this. Last time I did this, Needles and I were fighting again. Couldn't hurl a rock at his smug face, so the empty sky had to do. Neither of them deserved it. A soft fragrance fights past the breeze, and I realize the girl's wearing perfume. Vanilla and rose. Height smells, as foreign down here as good dentistry or hope. I feel a weird surge of pity for the poor, pampered kid, and a tiny acid kick of jealousy. Some say that Dreamland is too big to fail, that Nation's Crusade is a new unstoppable force. But with White Street on the warpath... The shard arcs into the air with hope, but plummets into a heavy descent. Nellie stifles a soft laugh. Small as it is, the gray skies over White Street seem grateful for that little spark of joy. The shard catches the wind and flies into the sky before disappearing into the noise of the city. Nellie's eyes brighten. Nellie takes a few stones from my hand, giving them a clinical eye. She winds back for a throw, but hesitates, glancing over at me. I mime a proper throw, flicking my wrist so she can copy me. She follows my lead, practicing a few times before tossing it into the draft. It ain't much of a throw, but I have to hand it to the kid. She times it perfectly, and that stone flies better than any bird.
Well, what do you know? I do feel a bit better.
See? Nice throw, kid.
Thanks! Not that difficult, once you factor in mass times force. Accounting for the wind, of course.
All right, easy there. You ain't pitching for the Metro Maniacs just yet. We sit in silence a little longer, before the wind begs me to say something. What's so special about that briefcase of yours?
Oh, I've been tracking the growth patterns of the well for some time. Recently, the etheric charge in the storm band spiked, building in both intensity and atmospheric disturbance.
I shift my weight into her shoulder, rolling my head and then my eyes. Come on, kid. You going to bore me to death after a day like today?
Something recently made the well stronger. Much stronger. If I can stop that, I might be able to stop the well from consuming the lowers altogether.
You're serious, aren't you? You really think you can fix it?
Yes, but without my notes, I'll have to start again, collect some more data. I remember most of the model, but recreating some of the theorems will take time.
Well, that settles it. We're not done yet, kid. Those notes of yours, pretty sure they were taken. And I'm not going to soil my reputation by losing a client's property. We just need to fix up our clunker to find them.
Oh, you mean it, Gia? That's wonderful news. Thank you, but we need something better than clunker. She's going to help us save the lowers. She needs a real name.
She does look like a block of cheese. Or a sponge. Honeycomb, maybe? I can see her gears spinning up again, and I decide to let her run. We could both use the distraction.
Honeybee.
You're right. Squint hard enough and she kind of looks like a honeycomb. But that's no name for a car. How about Honeybee?
I love it! You think we could find any yellow paint? Something bright? Or would that draw too much attention? The bad kind, I mean.
We already have a yellow car.
As we stand under the gloom of the well, the world somehow manages to look just a tiny bit brighter.
I think your uncle was right earlier. The wind skipping did help. Thanks, Principessa.
Trying out a little Italian? We'll work on it. Something easier.
But you call me that. I should be able to call you something.
I've already got a name, kid. But let me know if you think of anything.
Anything else? Anything else out there? Nope. All right. Back to the
Let's head
arch.
home, kid. I can't bring our baby back, but maybe I can do the next best thing.
I need to roll a 5+. Do it. Yes.
I dig through dirt and ashes and grease. The metal's gone cold and the cavity's gutted. I start to give up hope when I find a miracle hidden behind the tank, like opening a burnt door to find a room still intact.
Efficient repulsor. Oh god, we don't have room for it. We don't. Oh, I guess we can do this. We need more storage. All right. Let's save. I guess we could sell those at least, or keep them in case we need them for something else. Hey! Oh no! I was like, yay! We got off.
I'm getting used to Honeybee's quirks, namely compensating for her disastrous alignment. When I hear a sharp intake of breath from Nelly, my eyes dart to the rear view and I see him again. That tall, rangy shadow, riding hard towards us like a bandit in the night. The shadow pulls up next to us, and I'd swear on Zio's headstone I feel the temperature drop. His gaze is flint and his smile is poison. I squeeze the wheel to steady myself.
I've been awful rude. Never introduced myself. Name's Tobias Dufresne.
Oh, hello! Hi, 𝐂𝐫𝐞𝐝 Confession. Thanks for the raid. Welcome in, White Raiders. Welcome in. Let's see. What you guys playing? I am guessing you guys were playing Aether Iron. Let me stop. Switch over real quick to give you a shout out. You're playing that game too? How are you? What do you think? What do you think so far? I don't even remember how to shout out. Let's see if that works. Yay, there we go. Yeah, thanks for the follow, 𝐂𝐫𝐞 Confession. Yeah, welcome in, Raiders. I'm 𝐂𝐫𝐞𝐝. I'm a variety VTuber. I mostly do narratives and things like that. Every now and then I do play some Warframe. I mostly play that off stream. But yeah, I have a background in theater and am on the older side. So I might be one of the older VTubers out there. But yeah, welcome in. Welcome in. It's so good I had to force myself to stop because dinner is calling my name, but I'm really loving it. Yeah, I'm liking it a lot too. I'm liking the pacing part of it too. Is that it, like for streaming, it gives you room and time to be able to actually react to things, which is kind of cool. And yeah, and like I'm actually kind of impressed by how much of it is actually voiced. Like there's quite a bit of it, and it's actually really good. So you know, like that might be someplace where it's like, you know, like really easy to like cheap out on it. But like, yeah, it's great. I think the only thing so far is, oh my gosh, the noises of the impact hammers and things like that in the garage while I was messing with things like that. That's the thing. Get used to that. The whole thing is voice. Yeah, like the only things that are not voice is like when you like pick up like the bottles and things. I would like look at some of the descriptions, but like, you know, yeah, it's great stuff, good stuff. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. And now we've just met
Didn't ask,
Tobias.
Slim. You got about 3 seconds before I ram you into a building.
Leave us alone!
Be glad to oblige, Missy, but I'm being paid handsomely to bring you back home, and I aim to earn my pay. Come along now.
Like hell.
You there! Disperse immediately!
Here's your chance to run.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
It was you. You torched my car.
Precious to you, was it? I expect little miss was hoping to get her papers back, too. Don't worry, darling. They're in good hands.
Wait, my research? Give it back! And that's doctor to you!
Apologies, but if you won't come quietly, well...
I said disperse! Final warning!
Fight, fight, fight. Moving between roads. Road gaps can be jumped to reach the other side, but moving between roads uses a lot of action points. Plan your turn carefully since you have less AP left for other actions. Young White Street Soldier. Bystander. Freeze. Let's see, how much do I have? Okay, yeah. Eat shotgun. And then go get bumped. Yeah, take it. I can bump twice. But that's just like 2 points of damage or something like that. 2 collision damage. Ah. I didn't think that out. That's okay. Defense. We're defending. Love our voice actors. We got to chat with a couple of them recently in devlog. Rhiannon, Moshal, Daniel, Kute hung out with us for a bit. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, like I said, I have a background in theater, so it does interest me. Like how things are... Whoa, that guy has a lot of... Yeah, I don't have enough to get to him. Huh. Well, we'll just see if we can survive. Bystander's turn. Oi! That cop is messed up now. He's just gonna bump me again. Now he can't actually even bump me. I think he'll just do enough damage to himself.
That's it. You're under arrest by order of General Tillinghast.
Damn it, soldier boy, get out of my way.
Now's our chance. The Whitecaps jump on Dufresne's sleek Corvette like a drove of starched pigs tackling a raven. While the bullets
We
and
work with
cuss
Edge
words
Studios,
fly,
so maybe look
so
into
do
some of the
we.
VA studios.
And he
It's easier for us
clocks
to
her
sign
escape
one
with a
contract.
furious shout.
Write one company a check rather than individually hired. Yep, totally makes sense. That totally makes sense. Actually, I have a couple of friends, because, like, well, obviously I have it, because I have a degree in theater, I have a couple of friends that actually have done stuff like anime, voice acting, and things like that.
You ain't seen the last of me, you hear? I'm coming for you, Miss Doctor.
Victory! Oh, shoot. We're not going to be able to, like, store any of this stuff. I don't think we... Yeah, I don't think we're going to have enough room to store any of this. That's 30. What is this? Nitro. Pop a bottle of nitro into your engine and you'll escape your enemies instantly. Oh, that's kind of cool. We already have caltrops. Tinker repair kit. Okay. Yep. You have moved all of your items into your vehicle inventories. Any items that are left will be lost forever. Yeah, it's better than losing any of the other stuff I have in there, though. All right. Boom.
I better let Cress know what happened to the Chimera.
Oh, this is not going to be a fun conversation at all.
Cress greets us, shoulders square, arms crossed, a woman bracing for impact. She must have figured something was wrong when I didn't pull up with our baby.
You find her?
She was gutted. Nothing left to salvage. Expecting the hit doesn't make it hurt any less. Her shoulders fall.
It was awful. Ugh, she was an incredible machine. I've been in Heights cars with brace staplers that weren't as well optimized.
Is this that ray of sunshine that's been following you around?
Yes, hello. I'm Nellie. It's a pleasure to finally meet you. I've heard so much about you. All good things, of course.
Oh, so Gia's been lying.
But Gia didn't say you were a mechanic. I thought Lowers Islands didn't allow their Aethaniers to work on the surface. Or is that how it works in the hull?
The kid's stepping into a minefield. Cress talks as much about her personal life as she talks Bavarian politics.
Yeah, it's
Hey,
thanks.
Nellie, throttle back on the personal questions, huh?
When was I... Oh, I'm so sorry. Today is my first time meeting an Aethanier. I hope I wasn't too forward.
You were, but at least you didn't say rat.
The kid looks on like she's ready to start taking notes.
The hole's not like other islands. No free homes, no rats under contract. You need a generator looked at, you pay me like anyone else.
Don't worry, I won't be a bother. I'm certain I can find my way around a generator. Oh, but I hope it won't be any trouble to ask about the output capacity. I can pay you a consultation fee once I have the funds. Unless you accept coffee.
Stick around a month. I'll think about it. And I take cash.
Cress is playing it softer than I expected with the kid. The first day I walked in here, I was lucky to get away with my jaw intact.
So, the Chimera's gone. Looks like you're stuck with that bucket of bolts.
Honeybee is not a bucket of bolts. She's a queen. All she needs is a fresh coat of paint.
You named her. You gonna get attached to every lost cause you come across now?
She'll pack a hell of a sting once we're done with her. Don't you worry.
Yeah. Anyway, all that hunk of yours really needs is a tune-up, a fresh set of repulsors, and restitching of the upholstery.
At a minimum. And she's not the only one who needs to get back in real fighting shape, Cress. My rep's in the gutter, and I need cash.
Okay. What exactly are you looking for?
Jobs that pay
You
well.
happen to know of any jobs?
I got something, but it doesn't pay much. More of a personal matter. If you want real money, you know who you'll have to talk to.
No, Needles is off the table.
Needles? Is he bad?
He's nobody. Just another smuggler I used to work with. We had a falling out on our last job.
Just another smuggler who owes you big? He recently set up shop in the Raymond district. Not struggling for work either. You need a lead on jobs. He's who you need to talk to. Least he can do.
I haven't seen Needles since Zio died. Haven't wanted to. Too many bad memories. But Cress is right. I need the money. And a job's a job. Even if it's from him.
Ask about parts.
Got anything for a little more protection?
Oh, thanks for the
Honeybee
follow.
can take some fire from street-level punks, but I wouldn't trust her in a serious dogfight.
The chassis is shot to hell. You're gonna want some serious armor plating to reinforce it. I'm out of anything at the level you're asking for, but if you bring me the plates, I'll get them set up for you.
Think Tiana has anything?
If you're willing to pay an arm and a leg.
Oh, and thank you for the follow, Alnea.
Fair enough. I'll stop by Pier 6.
Cress's
You
job.
said you had a job? Something personal?
Yeah, but first, tell your client to go bother someone else.
Oh, no problem. Don't worry about me. I've been wanting to look at these Aether lifters you got stacked up over there. It'll be like I'm not even here.
I heard about what you did for the Aether rats in White Street. Thanks.
It's a fair
They
trade.
dealt with me fairly, and your advice was, if I recall correctly, to not be an ass. So I wasn't.
So, you wouldn't say no to another job for them?
Depends. You said yourself the pay's nothing to write home about.
We got some scratch saved up. Our sponsor's covering the rest.
Sponsor?
They're good for it. I'll vouch.
Don't push it.
What's the job?
Nothing else? You good? Okay, good.
I assume that she's gonna tell me if I need to know anything. I'm just assuming that she's gonna tell me.
I need a getaway driver. We're breaking rats out of the tomb.
Damn!
If Cress is trying to make a joke, it's a poor effort. No one escapes that upside-down prison. Not alive, anyway. At best, you get to enjoy 10 seconds of freedom before you give the Earth a goodbye kiss. No one escapes the tomb, Cress.
Maybe Eli shouldn't have locked up the same people who keep him afloat. My people have a way into the garbage system, and the trash chutes that lead outside.
And?
And we're going to take out the trash.
Who's this
Who's
sponsor?
this mysterious sponsor of yours?
Gia, if I could tell you, I would. Don't push it.
Come on. Anyone with the cash to spring a bunch of Aether convicts out of the tomb is blowing that money on diamond jewelry and nightclub tabs. You really want me to believe this is a charity case?
I don't care what you believe. The money's good. That's all you need to know.
I knew from her blue-hot glare I'd pushed her as far as she would go. Doesn't matter. One way or another, I'll eventually find out who's holding the bag.
All right.
Okay, Cress. I'm with you.
Good. Only certain barges with military clearance are allowed near the tomb. I got one lined up. Let's meet there first.
The tomb's crawling with whitecaps. They're not just going to let us drive up and make off with a bunch of convicts.
That's where you come in. I need someone who can get physical when the time calls for it. Or keep me from being seen.
Like old times. We haven't done a job together since the carnival.
Yeah, well, I've been busy. And let's make sure this job goes better. It took me weeks to get the smell of wet lion out of that car.
What? Oh, we have someone in our party now. Cress recruited. Far from the Undercity or any free home, Cress Carter lives life as one of those few Aether to have escaped her contract. She made the whole her home, starting her own garage and filling her newfound quiet with music. Selfless and principled, Cress has stood by Gia through thick and thin, even giving her a place to call home when Zio Alfonso was killed. She drives wagons, flatbeds, and sedans. Oh, and she's got a car too. Cress's flatbed. Look how much storage it's got. All right. Well, let's repair first. Honeybee's a little busted up. Okay, let's see. Scrap pile, parts, bench, arm, paint job, vehicles. She doesn't sell things, huh? Oh, I guess I could start like taking some of these things and either selling them or I guess we move that to stash for now. She doesn't have any repairing things. Here, have a repair kit. Just in case you need it. Actually, does she... How armed is her car? Repair vehicles. Change vehicle parts. Scanners, jammers, or custom abilities. Oh, so she's a support. I don't have other armor for it. Ew, it's brown. Let's repaint that. Well, at least make it tow rig brown. No, ew. Pink. we can make Cress's car pink. I'm sure Chris would love a pink car, right? Or light red. Ooh, candy apple red. Oh, yeah. Okay, no, the crane yellow looks better. Candy apple red tow truck. That works for me. It'll be easier to actually, like, keep track of these things. I don't think I have anything that I can put in these slots. Welding arm already. We don't have any other armor. Efficient repulsors. Oh! You can equip stuff straight from the stash. Okay, that's good. Let's put that in there then. Okay. Level up. Have we actually even... Do we actually even have a card that can actually jump? Do we actually even have a card that can jump? That'll be later, maybe? It does sound cool to be able to do, so when we can, I guess. Alright, and she's got 4 points. So she's got... We'll do this and then have her be able to heal, I think. Ooh, although that sounds really good. Hope all the actors get a chance to play the game to see it all come together. Yeah, that would be cool. All right, because she can heal, right? She's got the thing that can heal. AP cost 3, healing, so she can repair. So she can actually get the thing where get that. And then maybe have her be able to ram too. There we go. Upgrade. We already did. Okay. All right. Got a couple of. We got a couple of missions then. Cleared. Back to the hole.
A storm brews on the shallow ferry platform, where the kid hovers over Mr. Throg, crackling with frustration like a gathering thundercloud. The old ferrymaster, like stone, resists the squall.
Maybe I'm not articulating myself properly. You can hear me, can't you?
Loud and clear, girl.
Well, okay then. Let's cast away, or whatever the expression is.
Sorry, but no. Ferry's closed.
Oh, Gia, thank goodness you're here. You gotta help me talk some sense into this man. He won't...
She wants to visit the well. Miss Reinhardt might have a death wish, but I most certainly do not.
She balls her little fists, barely suppressing her frustration. A new tempest is about to erupt when I steal the wind right from under her. You were going to run off without me, kid?
Chide her.
What was your plan? Run into the storm and hope it didn't tear you apart?
Gia, this is the last thing, and I'll have recreated the most important parts of my research. I just need to get close enough to see the atmospheric conditions around the outskirts of the well.
The only thing you'd have seen is your own skull as your eyes were pulled from their sockets. Mad girl.
Everyone had their own well story, just part of living every day next to something that could kill you. I'd tell my giggling sister how I had to lasso my own leg once as it floated off. Nellie, evidently, does not share the same amusement at such a story. You know, there is one place that might work. Not too far out of the way from White Street. Safe from the gravity, too.
Oh? You ain't taking her to the rig now, are you? I might rather take my chances near the well.
Don't worry, old man. Ghosts don't scare me.
Ghosts?
Well then. Oh. Oh, hello.
Tiana, my black market fence, is as sharp as they come. From the cut of her cashmere jacket to the razor line of her jaw, she can draw blood with a glance. Even the scent of her hand-rolled cigarette, redolent with caravan spices, slices through the air with a dangerous edge. When I walk in, she pulls the nib of her fountain pen away from an account ledger like an assassin retrieving a dagger, and honors me with an inscrutable smile. Tiana.
Giovanna, how's business?
Can't complain. That's a lie, I could, but I won't.
This is why I like you Italians. Always with your heart on your sleeve. You know, a short swim across the Adriatic and we might have been sisters.
I like to think of us that way, which is why you're going to help me patch up my new car with some better defenses.
Am I now?
Be charming.
Well, I know you're dying to tell me what happened to that artist of yours. Might even stick around to do your braids, if you're nice.
Oh, how tempting. But I think I'd rather if you owed me a favor.
Uh-huh. What kind?
The kind you're good at.
Her long fingers reach into a hidden pocket and retrieve a photograph with a slip of paper, which she slides across the table to me. Her perfume follows.
This is Saoirse Byrne, but don't call her that unless you want to lose an ear. To the lowers, she's Bangor. Nasty little thing from Northern Ireland. Leads a street gang called the Madrigals.
A real charmer.
You're to intercept a cargo train carrying crates of weapons through White Street. You will bring those weapons to Bangor, collect the money I'm owed, and I will be happy to source you some steel.
This
See if we can
game
get.
sounds like a real piece of work. Anything in particular? I
Well,
should
that
know?
didn't work. That did not work.
She is a gangster and a thug. What else is there to know?
I like to think we're a little more complex than that. Tiana's smile cuts me deeper than any snide remark ever would.
Ask if there's a
Nothing makes
catch.
the job more dangerous than going in blind. It can't be as cut and dry as she says. What aren't you telling me?
Giovanna, the great castle libraries of Illyria could be filled with the things I don't tell you. Trust me. You want it that way.
One of them was streaming it earlier, and I know our Needles sector has it. I'll make sure they all get a copy tomorrow. Oh, nice. That's nice of you.
Yeah, all right.
Excellent. Be sure to bring along that little scientist friend of yours.
What? Why? Last thing I need is the kid slowing me down.
Indulge me.
And if I say no?
Ha! Come, come. I need this done correctly. And you, Giovanna, need the money. Bring the girl.
I like this about as much as a kick in the teeth. But in Pier 6, Tiana calls the shots. She meets my grimace with an infuriating smile. Fine, fine. If it means that much to you. But my armor better be ready when I get back. Her eyes are lidded with shadow as she waves goodbye. I can't tell if it's meant to be mocking or affectionate. Probably both.
Ooh. What is that? Lucky dice to reroll a failed check. $60. Reroll a failed phantom check. Oh. Improved engine. Maybe I can sell my... Sell this stuff. Sell the stuff. Sell the booze. I like to re-roll things. Well, keep the repulsors just in case we need it for something else. We'll just sell the booze. We'll just sell the booze. Do these get consumed? Does anyone know? Do these get consumed if you use them for a reroll? Well, we'll find out. Let's make a save. Yes, they are consumed? Okay, thank you for that. That is still pretty cool, though. Do I buy them? I think I have to, just in case. I get these two. Now I'm poor again. Okay. We're at about 3.5 hours on the stream, so I think I'm going to actually call the stream here. Oops. Let's save. Where'd my manual save go? Maybe it's back at, like... I don't know where my manual save went. Oh well. Manual save again. Huh. Oh well. As long as that saves there, that's fine. As long as that's there, it's fine. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. I appreciate the raid. I appreciate folks hanging out, chatting, lurking, everything. I appreciate it quite a bit. Actually, real quick, for those of you who have just joined or joined in the raid, I do actually also stream over on YouTube. I actually multi-stream on Twitch and YouTube. Is this... Oh. I have to actually force close it. It hung. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. Next stream, I will be streaming. I'll probably be streaming Aether Iron again on Wednesday night. I actually expected it to release tomorrow. So today I was actually going to be doing more Horizon Zero Dawn remasters. I'm almost done with that. But yeah, instead, we'll be doing Aether Iron on Wednesday as well. Let me see. Let's take a look real quick to see anyone out there. There is someone out there. Let's take a look real quick. Looks like they do Korean and English. Yeah, glad you enjoyed it, Seismic Squirrel Games. Let me see if I can find someone. All right, yeah. We'll raid Ice Peak Gaming. They're also playing Aether Iron. Give folks a chance to chill with the game again. Chill a little more with the game. But yeah, thanks very much for hanging out. Please feel free to stop by again on Wednesday. And if not, hope to see you again sometime soon. Take care, everyone. Rest well. Let me start the raid, and I will talk to folks later. Bye-bye.